I mean, I have a ukulele and a guitar, so.
You have a ukulele?
Yeah, I have a ukulele.
You play guitar?
Yeah. Amateur, though. I'm not even. Novice.
I'm going to learn guitar just to play guitar with you.
What under.
Fucking learning you today.
Whatever novice is, I'm under that.
Novice? Is that close to novice?
Yeah. That's where I'm at, actually.
You don't like it? You like it?
I'm trying to figure out what I'm drinking right now.
It's like a...
Brad Gael? Dead Gael. I can't remember.
Dude, what just happened?
I thought it said Brad, dude.
It's like kind of caramelly, like, it's an ale.
You know what's a good fucking beer?
What's that?
Guinness, but fucking Hershey's flavor.
That's disgusting. Are we on right now?
You said that's disgusting?
Yeah, we started like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you guys, when you guys were out of the room, I was just ripping ass. So hopefully that mic didn't catch.
No. Yeah, no.
Are we supposed to do like intros and stuff?
You can do whatever you want. You can refer to yourself whatever you want.
You gotta do a
my
Navy
name's
style.
Joe.
Oh, this guy.
My name's Joe. Hello.
Oh, David.
These guys are fellow corpsmen in the corpsman place where I live. In a fucking hard-hitting infantry unit, but nor here nor there. We're off work. It's Marine Corps birthday. Cheers to my corpsman.
Hi, brother.
All right.
Dude, that was outrageous.
All right, boys.
Cheers, guys.
Fill these up. We'll do a proper cheers.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got Joe and Holli. Fucking my homies.
See?
Used to be in golf,
Ghost one.
and then Echo when I was in the weapons. Now we got basically 2 pogues. And, now a new pogue.
Yeah.
Just doing the admin life,
Dude, poke life is nice.
Yeah, I think you have to earn it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I do think there's like, dude, okay, I'm a like a gunnery sergeant, staff sergeant's age, right? I'm 34.
Holy shit.
Right. You're pretty old too.
How old do you think I am?
How much was
I think you're like 28.
I don't know, because I already took a shot of that, so.
A finger. You know how that works? A finger full. Like you fill it up, you measure it to the side.
I don't know, I got a big pinky. Look at these.
Yeah.
No, like, they're both different.
You're 28.
26.
Oh, okay. You're not old.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm still in my prime.
Dude, we're all in our primes. 30 is a new 20. I swear
don't
to
know
God.
about that.
I'm
I'm in the military.
Holy shit. You're gonna die. Have you ever had this?
In the military, 30 is the new 60.
In the military, yes, but like in life, 30 is the new 20, 100%.
Well,
Like
not in this life.
you can be 30 and be like fit as fuck, like railing out like 18, 19-year-olds.
You can be like that
like
80 years
chilling.
old.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy when you start banging out 18, 19-year-olds.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
Now, what if you hang out with your grandpa a lot? Is he lame for that?
What? Dude, I think I've missed something. Like, I think you're just a good person.
All right, yeah.
Is your grandpa lame for hanging out with a younger person? Like,
Yes.
is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I mean, it's your family. You get a mulligan. If that was an old man and you had no relation, like that wasn't even your grandpa's friend and y'all were hanging out, that would be weird. It could be weird, but it could also be like this very mentory.
So is Gran Torino then just a bad movie? Is that just a weird?
It is a little weird.
It's weird.
Like it, I remember.
I mean, he was pretty racist to that guy.
I did put a lot in here, but that's a finger.
Dude, that's gonna fucking
Dude, that's like
kill
2
you.
fingers.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Dude, oh my god.
Come on, Joe.
All right.
We'll come up with something good to cheers about. We got, what is this?
I have to.
Some fancy JD single barrel proof Tennessee whiskey.
I've never seen that bottle.
That's good.
Yeah, when we were at Bridgeport, my mom just like dropped by to see the kids, and she was like, "Here's this bottle," and I was like, "Jesus Christ,
Dude, who's that fucking guy? Leonardo DiCaprio.
what about him?"
He like dumps every chick that he dates at like age 25. Like,
Yeah.
dude, what a beast, man.
No,
I love that shit, dude.
I don't know, man.
I love that, dude.
Yeah, there was a comedian that said, it's like by the end of whatever movie, the Italian movie with Robert De Niro, the most recent one,
I don't know.
Kill the Irishman. That's it.
Oh, I think it's just The Irishman.
The Irishman, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, by the end of The Irishman, Leonardo DiCaprio's date was too old for him.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, dude. It's inspiring.
You live differently, though. See, we have consummated the thing. We have married the woman, and then you think you're never gonna do that?
Never.
I disagree with you.
Ever in my life will I ever get married.
You know
You're still
why?
maturing, Joe.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay.
Yeah. You're a young buck.
I will never, ever get married.
I basically, I don't know. I'm an old man. I feel like an old man. I turned 40 when I hit 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you know about the different ages, like why the drinking age is what it is, why an adult is 18, why 21, 25, these different hurdles? You know what's going on there?
Yeah.
The development of the
Yeah.
brain, the hardening of the skull, the more maturity, you literally slow down at the age of 25.
Yeah.
You're going to change like taste buds, brother.
Dude, I don't think so. I really do not think I will ever get married. I think I'll have a celebration like of love. Like
It's like drinking. You got to acquire the taste of life, of aging.
I don't see the point like of always like having the government like in on like your life like that. You know.
I get that.
You join the military.
I know I fucked myself,
you're
but
a fucking idiot. You re-enlisted on Monday.
I did win this on Monday. I got some sick pics. Yeah. Pretty cool.
That's bad. At least you re-enlisted for some money. I re-enlisted with no money.
Ain't much money, bro.
It's not that much. Yeah. I like my job. I like the military. I just like.
No, I love the Navy.
Yeah, the Navy's great. Why can't like I just be like with like my wife, quote unquote, right, and just not have like legality get into the picture?
Well,
then like they fuck you, you know, like
there is benefits to having a wife under the government's eyes.
sure. Yeah.
Taxes. Aziz Ansari was like explaining. He's like, "What if I had to explain marriage to aliens?" He's like, two people come together, they stand in front of some wizard with a robe, and they get married. They're one soul for the rest of. When they die, they're combined in souls. Why? For tax purposes. There's benefits. You get discounts. Easier to do shit. Your wife can't lie or can't perjure you or something like that in court, so she can't testify against you. Maybe that's
Are you sure?
Maybe that's an old one, but that was in some older movies and shit because that's all factual.
I don't know. I just
Shawshank Redemption. You can give your significant other a gift of $10,000. There's like all these loopholes you can do with marriage, and plus you love them. You know,
that's gay.
Can you say that louder into the mic?
I mean, your marriage is gay, but
Not yet. Your marriage will be
comment.
gay.
No comment. But like, yeah, I don't know. Just why can't you just like love someone?
I get
like
that.
be with someone and then like that just be it, you know?
The first person I was with that I was considering marrying and thinking I was going to get married to that person, I had the same exact sentiment. But then when it comes to the woman, I remember her saying like, "Oh, it was Mother's Day," and she had kids. She's like, "It was Mother's Day. I was out with them. I couldn't be there. I was working." And like, "Oh, where's your ring? You know, Dad. You know, husband. No. They're at a hibachi grill," and she just like felt real bummed out. She's just like, it means something to them.
It does, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right, but
You should read Sex at Dawn, and it'll really drive in the fact that you're never going to get married. It just talks about how men are just supposed to spread that Johnny Appleseed all over.
we're supposed to, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Like, so I forget what I was reading or like what article it was, but it was actually literally when Carter was crying, and I'm sitting there reading this article, and he's like throwing a tantrum, and I was like, all right, just calm down, whatever, do your thing. But I'm reading this thing, and it was like babies crying and being around women lowers your testosterone, like tremendously. But
Yeah.
women who are around babies who are crying and are around men, their estrogen increases.
Yeah.
So like men get worse, women get better. And I'm like, this is bullshit, dude. I'm like, Carter, you're crying is fucking me up.
Yeah.
He's like, obviously doesn't understand what the guy just said, but
Well, there's also women's hormones when they're pregnant also lowers testosterone as well. That was on the Bro Jogan experience with the dude about like TBIs and testosterone and shit. Just get out.
Is that
It's
how you guys feel? Just low testosterone? I
No.
don't feel.
well, I'm not really around my kid like as much as I'd like to be. Nor was I around her when she was pregnant.
So testosterone's up then.
Yeah, realistically.
I just feel like overburdened with work, and now that I'm not a senior line anymore, I don't have that, but now it's on the pen, and like I'm legitimately bummed out because today I just realized like it's very unlikely I'm going to be able to study and get it on Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna suck ass.
It's gonna suck ass.
Talking about next Friday?
Yep.
Can I sit in that board?
I don't think so.
I'd sit on that board.
I talked to one of the HM1s over at DSO, and he's just like,
oh, they're all in charge of it over there?
yeah, the board's already booked up with dudes. I'll hop on if I can, but
Oh, it's one of those.
dude,
Okay.
yeah.
If we were deployed, I bet I could.
Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Like if I was deployed, I could probably.
Just like ominous dominance you, like you're good, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the whole thing about asking the Master Chief. Like I should have just asked on deployment, and I feel like people would have been cool with that, but waited too late.
It's really good.
Got a new chief,
Yeah, someone left on deployment. I can't remember
Nixon.
who. Miller.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Miller. Didn't he
He
leave?
left when we got back.
Nixon left on deployment. He had a family issue.
No, not while on deployment. I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about this year.
Oh, left on to a deployment?
Yeah.
Oh,
Miller.
that was Miller,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got his pin instantly.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
he
was
he became senior line, got his pin in 2 weeks going to 5th Reg. And like, dude, everyone with 2-1 was like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Our old HM2, if you remember who I'm talking about, who didn't have his pin, I'll leave him unnamed. He was talking.
Shall I name him?
No,
I don't even know if I'll get the name right.
No, I just it's nothing against the guy. I just don't want to like. I got into a fight over the last podcast, so I'm just I want to be honestly like respectful if I don't need to mention someone's name.
I can't even think about who we're talking about. I don't know.
Just gonna name people with no pins.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, you know who it is, but he was talking about the different people, like how they're getting pins, like people boarding out over cell phone calls and shit. Miller got his pin super quick, and it's just, we're back in the rear, and we have to go to DSO and have a fucking fade and trimmed up mustache.
Yeah, it's lame.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. All the first sergeants were just looking at me in second. We're like, that goddamn mustache.
Dude,
Oh,
I
yeah.
I
Like,
get
it
yelled
looks
at
good.
all the time.
Yeah.
Looks good.
What?
I get yelled at all the time.
4?
Just everything about me.
Yeah.
Like I told you what happened in Bridgeport, right?
You gotta listen to that one.
Yeah, it was like stupid, dude. So I was wearing a hoodie and I had my ears out, like, I'll show you. I was like this,
Yeah.
right? I was wearing the hoodie like that, and I'm walking around looking for this dude who passed out, right? So Mason hits me up. He's like, "Yo, we got a dude who passed out. Like, you gotta go find him. Like, I really think he's fucked up." And I was like, "Oh shoot, okay, like, let's go get this guy, right? We're corpsmen. Our job is to treat patients."
That
I'm like,
sucks. You gotta go find him.
yeah. Well, so he's like, "Dude, I'm busy with something. Like, can you go help him out?"
Drop a
Where is
grid.
this, lower base camp?
Yeah, low base camp.
Okay.
And so I'm walking around and I'm like, damn, like, where's this guy at? And I was like, excuse me, sir, like, do you guys have any casualties? Like, is everyone good? And he's like, yeah. And I like go to like next guy. I'm like, hey, is everyone good? Like in your platoon, your company, wherever you are. And they're like, yeah, but like if I see anyone fucked up, like I'll let you know. And I was like, cool, good to go. And like these 3 dudes, all I saw was like a lot of rockers come up to me and they were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, well, I could probably make a list, but I don't know right now. Like, just to be honest. And he's like, are you fucking drunk? And I was like, no. He's like, what's that I smell in your breath? I was like, pretzels. He's like, you think you're funny? I was like, no, I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm actually looking for a patient. Is all your guys okay? And he's like, you think that's important? And I was like, yes. That is my sole purpose being with the Marines is to help you guys out. Like, fuck yeah, it's important. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, and he just starts like screaming in my face, yelling at me, which is fine. I was being a little turd, so I get it. But whatever. And I was like, you know what? Not that this isn't important, but can I go like help this guy out? And they were like, yeah, like we'll talk to your chief, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. And I looked like so bad. Like no boot blousings, like no shave, just looked fucked up. And they were just like, yeah, you suck. And I was like, I'm aware. Thank you.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't care.
I like on the last podcast with my 2 sergeants, I see both sides of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
I understand a little bit of where those higher ups are coming from. Like, it doesn't take much time to blouse your boots.
I wasn't the wrong.
To do these things. But also, I think there's a time and place. Like, there's a place and there's a time. The time being, yeah, you're fucked up, whatever, but you actually have something important going on.
Were you getting out of your rack? Like, were you just like chilling in your rack?
So, dude, I was like napping at the BAS. It was like 2 a.m.
Oh, so you had
Well,
to
I guess
like,
it wasn't
run
napping, but-
from the.
Yeah. And so I ran over there. And so we ended up thinking he had a DVT and then a pulmonary embolism. So he was like super fucked up.
Yeah.
And we ended up medevacing him to
What was this kid's name? Full DOD ID and date of
Social
birth?
I won't
security.
say that.
Yeah.
But we brought him to the ER, right, in Carson Valley. And obviously he ended up being fine. And,
Is that when you had to borrow my clothes?
Yeah. I borrowed you close to that.
He didn't bring his civilian clothes, so
I was like, dude, I can wear jorts and like a hoodie. Can I go? And the chief is like, nah, dude, like you gotta look okay. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I was like super upset, and I was like, I know I look fucked up, but like, if you would have came up to me and like, hey man, you know you're fucked up right now, I'd be like, yes, well aware.
Yeah.
I'd be like, can you please go correct yourself? I'd be like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you mind helping me out and finding this casualty right now? And like that would have been totally okay.
Yeah.
But like just to get yelled at and been like, are you sure you're not drunk? I think I smell alcohol. It's like,
how was this guy when you saw him? Was he like just passed out or something?
dude, he was ended
Ass
up.
up.
Yeah. No,
Pants
he ended up
down.
was passed out. I think he had like a 103 fever, and he was like, yeah, like
you gave him the silver bullet.
no. I was just like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, my chest hurts. Like, I don't know what's wrong. And I was like, dude, we gotta go.
The whole
Like,
time
oh my
you're just
God.
getting chewed out by somebody.
Yeah, I'm getting chewed out for
Dude's
fucking
dying.
pretzel breath. Like, oh my God, I was so mad. And I
Before
saw the
you
guy.
throw that in, you want to take a shot.
Yeah. Mine's still super big. I mean, I think you should just.
I chugged some of that earlier. That shit's pretty.
Fucking, here we go.
Dude, this shit hurts, man.
Fucking
Shit hurts.
I got this little.
episode
Chase it.
4. You have to make eye contact with you.
Oh God.
Dude, it's spicy.
Taste of oak and wood chips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it tastes like.
Formaldehyde.
It's really good. It's just, I now have chest hair. You know,
Pig grease, dude. Just rub some pig grease.
dude. So, actually, this
Is that a thing?
Yeah. I don't know if it works, but it's a thing.
So, fun fact: I got armpit hair in boot camp, right? And I thought it was like the cool. I
You're
thought it
a
was the-
toddler.
Yeah.
Weren't you 17 though?
I was 17, dude. I thought I was like the
but
cool
dude,
kid.
I had armpit hair like in middle school. Man.
Yeah, I remember like telling like the guys like, "Yo, guys, like, look, I got like 4 armpit hairs." Then I got facial hair on my first deployment. That was sick. And then after drinking this, now I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get chest hair.
Yeah,
This is
you
sick.
got it.
Can you grow a mustache?
Kinda.
You grow like a shitty patchy beard, right?
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I grew a patchy beard.
I've seen you like unshaven. I don't know. You grow a patchy beard?
Yeah, it's
I grow a fucking
horrible.
man's beard.
I can grow a good goatee though.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
in your
it.
bloodline. Yeah,
Yeah,
it comes with a sword, right?
it comes from my dad's side though. He's the white guy goatee,
Yeah.
the blue collar.
Oh, I feel like you're Spanish.
My mom,
Your mom
Hollingsworth,
in the Spanish like Tesla T, like
a musketeer.
yeah.
Musketeer.
That's what I said. It comes with a sword. You start like Zorro and shit.
Hey, can I get one of those beers?
100%. Yeah, I have 20 of them, so I just want one.
That's not twist up.
I don't think they are.
Dude, I'm retarded.
It's retarded. I'm retarded.
Dude, those higher ups made me so mad, dude.
Yeah, so time and place. It bothers me that they were so dumb about shit at lower base camp when it's like we're basically in like always in a holding to go back out to the field.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
relax about the boot bans and whatever. And I don't know. I'm back and forth on like when I see someone not wearing boot bands, it kind of bothers me. But I'm never gonna like, hey devil, like especially as a
dead guy ale.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it says dead by ale.
Dude, it's hard to read that.
No,
Y'all should just stop complaining and thank me for the free beer.
It is good beer. Thank you.
is it?
It's good. Yeah.
I don't know. I get that in Garrison,
Oh, yeah,
maybe
it's good
being
beer.
at Horno, 100%, but like lower base camp, relax. Also, I like really appreciate golf with with the fact that like Gunny, a couple other dudes like higher ups, they're just like, we don't fuck with Corman. I'm like, well, what do you mean? They're just like, Corman, y'all have leadership in the company. Y'all fix it yourselves. I don't fuck with Corman.
As it
Y'all
should be.
shit.
Wow.
Lieutenant
That's awesome.
Hoey told me that. He's like, I don't mess with medical. That's y'all shit. I trust you. You're a senior line for a reason. I'm like, I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Gunny said the same thing. If it was like another dude was just like, yeah, I trust that dude. If I do have an issue, I'm gonna go talk to his superior. I'm not gonna like sit there and fuck with him. I can't say that for everybody, but
Yeah, I see it too. I remember when I was walking just behind the Raz, I heard you just screaming at your phone.
oh yeah, that was Ahmed, dude.
Yeah, I didn't want to say his name.
Nah, I'll fucking out Ahmed.
He
knows.
I love
That's
him.
Yeah, dude, I really do think he's a good guy. Besides his religion and his upbringing,
I don't know his religion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just kidding. He's Muslim. He's a non-practicing.
It's going to get edited out.
Probably not, dude. I feel pretty strongly about a Bible that says they should kill white people.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
But no, I really do like Ahmed.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. I think he's a good kid. I think there might be some things going on, legitimately,
Yeah.
if we think about it. Nothing to his fault, but the way he went about everything was, what do you mean?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
August 26th, all of his buddies got blown up.
right.
Yeah, we got to go there, right?
My bad.
That flew
No.
right over my head.
Yeah, that was my bad.
But yeah,
That's
they were rough on him, and they started. I don't know. I don't want to get into this shit, but I already did.
You got to censor that.
Nope. I have a dick card out of wood in the other room.
I know. Every time I see him, man, it's always big
Yeah.
hugs. I know.
Yeah, I like
He's
Ahmed a
great.
lot.
We were super cool the day he left.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, man. I was like, dude, you got what you want. He's like, 100%.
They really roasted him on that group chat the other day because they're like, oh, we can talk about fucking cocks and shit, but you can go out in public looking like this, and he's just out there eating glizzies. I'm just
Eating
like,
glizzies with the tight
glizzies,
jeans. Well, it was like Solero, and Solero's like, look at this motherfucker. And then the next photo is this Solero wearing the same thing, like
Literally the same shit.
eating a gyro.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All good
dude,
people.
though.
Not too many Cormorant I don't like, honestly. Except for the new guys. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
No, they seem pretty cool.
Nah, dude, not
fuck,
mine.
Fuck those dudes.
I want to take him to the crosses. I asked Garcia, you remember Garcia, my old senior line?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, hey, is this like too much? Like to make him put on like full kit with med bag and make him
No.
litter
think that's-
carry
Oh,
all
yeah.
the way to the crosses?
Yes.
Oh, that
Because
might be a
someone's.
lot.
So I think right at that moment is when you need like a safety corpsman, because what happens when a safety vehicle driver, safety corpsman, because what happens when
We turn into another PT workout. Firemen carry him back down.
one of those boots
Who are boots?
accidentally, whatever, drops a dude that's tied down to a litter
on a rock.
on a rock on the crosses and starts to slide until flip and fall.
Yeah, he was like, a little too much.
Yeah.
Make him do 3/4 and then litter carry to the last 25%. And I was like,
Dude, I think flak and medbag is perfect, dude.
Yeah.
just
That's-
and a sandbag. Well, no,
No, yeah.
that's like the tradition, right?
Like a
Take a
rock.
sandbag.
Like a rock.
I
Is
took a
it?
sandbag
Yeah.
I never did that. I never knew that was a thing.
I
rock?
I carried a couple
or a
rocks.
sandbag.
Rock or sandbag? I've carried a rock,
Yeah.
but
Never a sandbag.
With a little pig. You like tape
Pig
it
egg.
up and then you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pig
yeah, it's a pig egg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never done the pig egg, but
You never done the pig egg?
I carried rocks up.
Well, now I got to take you up with the boots.
Facts.
I'll go with you. 100%. I'll go with you.
Do I
Well, you
slept
need to
up
take a
there?
pig egg too.
I guess I didn't know that was a thing until just now.
Oh. Yeah, that was like the first time to the crosses he took me. I mean, I was built out of shape.
Yeah.
And man, that was bad. I don't know if you guys remember me when I first checked in, but it was bad.
I remember the first moment I realized you were in the room.
Was that what's that fucking shit? Is they called screeners?
No.
Okay.
So it was before that. And 1-4's BAS.
Yeah.
In the back room where Brinkley and Chandler would work. And there was that one open computer and the coffee maker.
Brinkley.
And I'm sitting like in that little corner. And it was not weird for me because I'm comfortable. But everybody else saw me being very relaxed around everyone. I'm a prior Marine.
When did you check in?
November 24th, apparently on my dink date.
Checked in when I
checked
around
in
the
in-
time I checked in.
You took a million days of leave and then checked in after.
No, I checked in, but I like left right
Oh,
away.
really?
I checked
Yeah.
in January
You-
14th.
You drove me to where I checked in.
No,
Or
I
almost.
drove you to the wrong place
Yeah, wrong.
and then left. Went there the next morning in my dress blues, and they're like, "No, you go to where FMTB is. I was like, I dropped a dude off yesterday here. Like, yeah, I don't know what happened to that guy, but he was in the wrong place.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
My apologies. I was trying to be a homie. I read all the fucking emails and everything, and I thought that was the place to go. I really, yeah. So I'm in that room.
Wait, what happened to you?
All right, let's hold on. This is the thing about the podcast. Let's like finish what we're saying, and then we'll go back to you checking in. Feather in the little. So when I check in with everybody, or we're all checking in like 1 or 2 days in between, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's like." Immediately start talking to Cornitas, and like he's fucking hilarious, and like Rod, I know Rod, and everybody knows me because I was a platoon sergeant in FMTB. They're like, oh, I know you, and also I got into a fight in FMTB. And
hilarious.
Like, I know you.
Good times.
I forgot you were there.
See.
And so they're like, all right, dude, you're the prior service guy. I'm like, yeah. And I checked in. I took 10 days of house hunting leave. My kid was born, took 2 weeks of baby leave, and then I showed up after all that. And, like, that was after Marine Corps Ramadan, and I remember seeing Ronnie. I thought he was a bud stud. He didn't have a haircut. But everybody just sees me, like, talking to Coffin, really relaxed, and Ace, and Brinkley, and the HM2s, and everybody.
Yeah, just shooting the shit.
Just shooting the shit. I have 4 years in the military, in the Marine Corps. I have 3 years in the Navy at this point. Like, people are relaxed with me, and I'm relaxed with them. And so, like, people like Zuninga and other stuff would, like, come and sit in the office, and, like, Brinkley would just, like, stare at him, like, what are you doing in here? And I was like, dude, like, my apologies. They see me talking to y'all because of who I am, not trying to be an egotistic maniac or anything. But they see me doing it. They think they can do it, and then, you know, go fucking sweep a hallway. You know?
Yeah.
You were sitting in that chair right next to the door, and I thought that was the situation, but they were, like, really rough to you. And I was like, damn, dude, y'all don't like the guy from the air wing? And they're like, he lost all his SIF gear.
Oh, yeah. That was
like,
bad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that.
I didn't know about that.
That was February 14th.
That
which
happened to
was a shitty day. The day of love, and I get fucked.
the day of love. That didn't even register.
Yeah. Like February 14th. Like, who gives a shit?
So you have all that SIF gear, right?
Yeah. No. Hold on. Yeah. I remember the first time meeting Brinkley, I was like, hey, HMR, like, I need a training jacket. And he was like, you can eat my ass. And I was like, holy shit, dude.
What?
Well, okay. Like,
I like him. I think he's a cool dude, but he definitely is hot and cold. I don't know. Everybody's got a unique. We're all unique snowflakes, you know?
I don't know. I love him. I think it's just because, you know, we would go to Max's parents in Ohio. We already went twice, and it was fun the second time. We were just, I know Kip was trying to get him, like crazy drunk.
Kip?
Max's dad.
Oh, okay.
And he was trying to get him drunk. He has, like, a huge, like, bourbon and whiskey collection, like, a lot. Like, it's insane. And Brinkley, big Texas boy. He was like budging.
Dude, he's a big fucking dude.
Yeah, because
he's big as fuck.
I know he was having a bad day. I think his girl was getting on him or something. And we are like, hey, let's go get some ice cream. Like, just a bunch of grown men. And he didn't want to, so we all stacked up outside of, like, the apartment room or the fucking motel room. And we're just like, all right, go. And we all just fucking, like, tackled him. And, well, I don't know, what, 6 of us, we could not pick him up.
Yeah.
He's freaking built.
Dude, he's like a fucking bear. He's big as fuck.
He's thick.
Yeah.
He claims, and I believe him, because I used to work out with him when I was on my little hiatus in H&S.
Oh, and
on deployment?
Beering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was before that. It was Arif John or Al Jabber?
Al Jabber.
Yeah. And we used to work out together because I was trying to do the 1,500 club or whatever.
1,000 pound club?
1,000 pound club?
1,000 pound or 15? I don't even know if there's a 15, but.
There was like really big ones. I was just trying to do it.
You got to be big boy for that.
Because I was like, dude, I can squat 315, and I can. I think I like struggled a little bit, and I don't squat. I don't bench press. I don't believe in it. I truly don't. I don't believe in deadlifting. I think.
I feel like deadlift should be more if you're trying to do it for, like, competitive, but, like, for a regular workout, I don't think it's, like, necessary.
So NFL players, I'll give you the easiest, quickest summation of it. NFL players don't deadlift because there's a high risk ratio. They clean and power clean because it's a low risk, high reward ratio.
I probably need to start cleaning.
Get in there with me, dude. Let's go. I am very good at Olympic
I have
lifts,
not done
though I'm a
cleaning in
piece
like
of
a
shit fat
decade.
body.
I need to probably start like with the barbell and get like a good form before I start even increasing in weight.
We can. You need the proper pair of shoes.
Well, I go to the gym like by my house because
Where's that?
Menifee?
Hey, maybe I get stationed there. I don't know.
Yeah, right. There's a Temecula clinic, but it's only for civilians.
Dumb.
Well, I would go be under H1 Brinkley. Him being my LPO at tracks. I would do that 100%. It's possible. I'm kind of drunk.
Dude, that shot is legit.
Yeah,
right?
it hurts my
65%.
It hurts my throat.
Dude, I told you that's huge.
I don't think we're gonna get to this, which is what I gave.
Oh, you bought it?
What I get? Yeah. Well, yeah, dude. You told me. You
Don't let another grown man tell you to buy.
Perfect, dude. That boom.
You got a decade on this guy.
I hate spending money, mainly because I don't have money.
Right.
But I just, even if I had money, I don't want to spend it because I never have it, you know?
No, I wish
like-
I was like that, but I'm not.
Dude, I'm so poor, it's not even funny.
Aren't you going
I
to
don't
Indonesia?
Hey, no. That's not.
Edit that out.
I am going to Indonesia.
I'm gonna poke a hole in that right now.
What?
You know who? You know who? The type of person that says they're poor?
Rich man.
Rich people.
I promise you I'm not rich.
I've seen your bank account. I've seen your bank statement.
I've seen his LES. He's poor.
You've told me. No,
Bullshit.
you've told me.
You're probably drunk when you did it.
No,
no.
he wasn't.
I don't really drink that much.
It was in the Raz.
No matter how many times my baby mama says I'm alcoholic, I'm not.
You told me what you have
Let's
in
get
your
her on this
savings, what
podcast.
you have in your TSP. I know you're doing better than most E5s.
You talking about my TSP?
I don't know about TSP, whatever, but I know you have some thing, but you pretend it's not there, which is
That's
super healthy.
Oh, yo.
he doesn't even look at his bank,
That mother. Yo, for real, he has not looked at his bank account in over a year. That dude has money.
and his husband
But-
wants to divorce him.
Facts. But I'll say this right now. I will 100% be a millionaire, and I will retire at 38, and I will never work a single day in my life.
You say you're gonna be a millionaire?
Yes.
Do
100%.
you
What's the plan?
want to go in 50-50 with me on a business plan
Depends on business.
where we just were to buy this alcohol?
Coffee shop?
Have I told you?
Coffee shop?
Maybe.
You're gonna do a coffee shop?
Maybe.
It's already has a drive-through. The building, I've exacerbated myself in research, and now I've in 29 Palms, I was going up to all those trucks that were selling food. I was like, "Is your owner here?" Like, no. I'm like, well, maybe you can answer a question. How do I start a business on base? And they're like, Inspector General. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, or like the help center at the MCCS.
Yeah.
I'm going to start. I'm pretty drunk. I'm buzzed. I'm like pretty.
Is that shot?
I'm pretty buzzed. I've had a beer.
Yeah, beer's not gonna do that.
I had one burger today for food, and two bags of chips. I think, dude, it's literally a bulletproof plan, because coffee, it's not fucking ground beef in your fridge. It's not turkey.
Everybody loves a good cup
It's
of joe.
not. It's not spinach sitting on in the freezer. It doesn't go bad nearly as fast. There's a drive-through already built into the building, and if you get a Dutch Bros, a Black Rifle coffee, anything but Starbucks, you can't privately own a Starbucks. I've done research, and it is $1 million idea.
What's the spinach in the freezer metaphor? I've never heard that.
I've worked at a lot of restaurants, and also at a public school, I had a really good economics teacher. He said the number one business to fail is a restaurant because they're overhead. If they don't sell that burger, it goes bad in the fridge. They have to eat that cost. So they're making like 1% over what their cost is.
So that's where the spinach in the freezer comes from?
It goes bad. Yeah.
Spinach in the freezer goes bad.
I don't know about the freezer. That's what I'm saying. But like you have a shelf life, and beans, not as much.
Yeah.
I think they have like 90 days or something crazy.
Are you talking about like dried beans before you like actually soak them in water, or?
You know who this is a good question for? Matthew Garcia.
All right.
Why?
Beaners.
You didn't know he was into, like, he has a $600 coffee grinder that he used to bring to the BAS?
I had no idea.
I'm gonna
Japanese.
steal it.
I honestly didn't really know the guy. He was
Wait,
a really
who?
nice dude.
Garcia,
What?
Matthew.
Oh.
Matthew, right?
He loves coffee.
He loves coffee. He's doing everything right. Like,
yeah, he knows how to make a good cup.
Yeah. I didn't know him too well, but every interaction, this is kind of the same thing with Soviak. Every interaction was very positive and very just like, whatever you need, bro, I got you.
Yep.
I typed out a CLS program for weapons that I still use till the last day in golf as a senior line to like teach off of. I gave it to Castaneda. I gave it to Garcia, and Garcia like grabbed it, came back to me like within hours, I want to say, or maybe he emailed it, and he's just like, this is good. This is good, but this is what we need for Marines. Stop the bleeding, address the airway, not necessarily like fix it, and maybe put an IV. But if you can stop that fucking bleeding and fucking get that dude breathing, that's really what we need from your CLS Marines. So I was like, that's very, like, thank you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people know Soviak, and there's
a ton of people that do.
Yeah, and I didn't know. Like, I know 2 people I was stationed in New Orleans with, they knew him from, like, FMTV and all that. Yep. And then another guy that was in Guam with him. I was like, damn, like, a lot of people.
A bunch of
like, they hear his name, and they're like, I know who he is. Like, I met him personally. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Every interaction was very cool.
Yeah.
Was when I was brand new putting in house hunting leave, he was like, oh, no, yeah, use this computer, bro. I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. I was like, dude, what's up with your neck tattoo? You straight edge? He's like, nah, dude, it's just like a thing.
It's MGK, bro.
Yeah. And then just like very helpful. I'm brand new. He's not like treating me like a boot or anything. And then I saw him at that commissary buying some groceries one evening. He had a fanny pack. I'm like, what's up, dude? He's like, what's up, man? That was it. And then in Afghan, I felt like such a fag when I was doing it, but I was handing people caffeine pills. It was like 100 milligrams.
Everybody needed those.
And I was just like handing them out to like corpsmen and like lieutenants and staff sergeants and shit.
I was just drinking the Bill's Brew right out the MREs. I was like,
yeah,
dude. And a cigarette, like I was bumming cigarettes off of other countries. I was like, cigarette, and the French would be like,
yeah.
Dude,
and I ran into Soviak, and I gave it to him. I was like, here you go, just take these. It's like, all right, whatever, dude. A few days later, I run into him again. I think it's the next day, and he's just like, bro, those saved my fucking life. Those were so helpful. You have any more? I'm like, oh, really, dude? I felt like such a douchebag handing them out. Here you go. He's like,
didn't give me any, man.
I didn't run into you.
I was dying. Yeah, I don't think I actually seen you out there.
I saw Torres, Garcia, Young, and Garcia were like a lifesaver. Cause like, dude, we got AMOS, bro. I was just like, wait, what? Like, yep, anything you need, we got these supplies. I was like, oh, thank God. Cause like what happened to us is we lost a dude. He had to go home, right? That corpsman I said earlier had to go home. So Benson, as a senior line, had to fill that spot. And he was just out with 81s. And we didn't have like a...
Benson was with 81s?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
He was just out there grinding, dude. Kind of
awesome.
cool.
That's awesome.
But we didn't have this like... this leader to go to and be like, yo, dude, we need this shit. And we didn't have any communication. I didn't know we had shock trauma.
Yeah.
I didn't know we could request things.
Yep.
Like Young was like, yeah, I requested boots, shoes, and...
You talking about like the STP that was like a mile away, like maybe almost?
No idea.
Oh, you never went there?
Never went there.
It was like a click up the road.
Yeah, I had to walk over there because like my guys were just getting sick. Like everybody was just getting the freaking vomiting and diarrhea. I'm like, damn.
Well, I remember when y'all came into her space because we kind of like owned the second gate, not Abbey Gate proper, but like Abbey Gate in the back. Mini, yeah,
Abbey Gate, Maine.
By the BAS that I created.
So the first gate we actually go through is called Abbey Gate, but I never knew it as Abbey Gate. I would know the one by the sniper tower as Abbey Gate.
That was something different. I mean, it was still both Abbey Gate.
Yeah.
But there was like the Abbey Gate with the CCP and the 2-1 BAS where like me and you were sleeping at that one time when you kept fucking farting all night.
I built that shit.
Dude, I
broke into that shit with a crowbar.
I was so mad at you.
Why? Because I was farting?
Dude, you're farting on me all night. And I was like, bro, stop. And you're like,
I don't remember that.
You were like, dude, it's fine. Just go back to sleep. And I'm like, you're ripping ass all night. Like, fuck you.
I had to take a shit, dude. There's no place to take a shit.
Yeah, there really wasn't, man. You know that.
Whatever.
I was fucking There's no wag bags out there.
There was no wag bags. I was really upset, though. Anyways, yeah, there was like that one. And then there was like the sniper tower that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So it's still the same gate, but yeah.
Sniper tower, where the BAS was right? No big deal. I created that bitch by accident. I'll explain that in a second.
Dude, had AC?
In the beginning, in the beginning,
It was sick as fuck.
dudes were sleeping laying down right next to the shitter. I don't know what company it was. They're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? There's a shitter leaking shit right next to you. Do not fucking sleep there." And then like days later, it's just like dudes racked out everywhere, trash everywhere.
It was fucked.
Piles of MREs knocked over, supplies, all this shit. So the reason I created that dog kennel, BAS, is Cat Red was out there for like 72 hours. And we were doing some hood rat shit on our own, but we eventually go out there. So we go out there and we relieve them. And like I didn't get like a good rip with replace and patrol. No big deal. I got some old adage in me. And I didn't get to like talk to Duffy or Mason. They're just like, yeah, this is where the corpsman, this is where the BAS is, like over there ish. I'm just like, all right. The corpsmen are searching kids and females because we're medical. Like, take your Kevlar and your glasses off to be less
more approachable.
Yeah, put your rifle down. Don't be all angry and shit. And we had like 2 Fat Marines, and I'm like, where is it? And they like, I thought it was the guard post where those dudes were posted up. Like, well, no, this isn't it. And I go back over there. It's like this dog kennel area, and there's like some old dog shits, and I'm just like, well, that's not it. It must be this building. They must have locked it. And I disassembled the door handle. I did all these things. Eventually, I just like kicked the door in. I was like, it's got AC. And I would just tell everyone, like, dude, don't tell. This is our place. Like, this is where we do medical shit.
It was sick as fuck.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And then the AC.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
Dude, it was badass, dude.
Yeah.
It was like the best thing ever.
But I was just sleeping like in the dirt, the mud.
Well, yeah, but
I'm pretty sure like one point someone like poured something on me and I just like didn't even budge. I was like,
mosquitoes got in it. There was some dude farting in there. Like,
that must have sucked. Should have kicked that guy out.
Dude, it smelled like ass, man. I was so upset.
Should have secured him.
I was so upset.
Dude, my farts sometimes don't smell, and I was probably just like telling you, like, dude, they don't smell. And you're like, yes,
you were saying that, and I was like, bro, like, dude, we were like literally shoulder to shoulder sleeping in there, and you just kept ripping ass on my body, like my body would vibrate, wake me up. I'm just like, oh, man.
I don't really remember that.
This sucks.
Someone reminded me that at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I brought in like some kids, like a baby crying. They're like, Doc, this baby's just like crying, bro. Like, we don't actually care what you do. Just take the baby out of the crowd. And so I took the mother and the daughter out of the crowd, and I just opened up the door. It's Torres and Atlas sleeping. I was just like, yeah, man, like, we have real medical shit. They're just like, fuck. They wake up, go outside, and just, like, I let her nurse or do whatever, or give them baby formula. They don't use it. But, yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Dude, I slept in some fuck-off locations.
I slept in a lot of, not slept, but you ever, like, have lunch in gym time, like your 2 hour? You just, like, go sit in your car and, like, rest?
Yeah. It was, like, rest. It was
You don't sleep. I did that in multiple blown out Land Cruisers. Just like fucking eyes closed but not sleeping.
Dude, we were at
I was napping in dirt, man.
Really?
I was
remember
I did not find a good place to sleep, lay down and nothing. I was just on rocks.
Do you remember like those little ISO mats that we were handing out?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I remember like handing one out to a guy and he was like, oh, like, thank you so much. Like, I appreciate it. And I was like, yeah, no worries, dude. And I remember like he was racked out and I racked out like right next to him. And I remember waking up at like, dude, it might have been like a 4-hour nap or something. It was pretty legit. I remember waking up at like 3 a.m. or something, being like, "Hey, dude, like, can we like just like sleep next to each other? I'm cold as fuck.
Can we cuddle?"
Yeah, like not cuddle, but like can like your body warmth just like be like on my arm? And he was like, "Yeah, like
little spoon."
Like no worries." And I was like, "Dude, please don't touch my rifle. Like, don't do that." And he was like, "Yeah, like I got you." And I just slept next to this refugee, like snuggled up, like shoulder to shoulder.
A refugee?
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Dude, that dude's a criminal, man.
Dude, I was so
the whole
cold.
time I thought you were just talking about like a Marine.
No, this was like this random guy. And he was like, "Are you sure?" Like, and I was like, "Dude, I'm asking if you're okay with it." And he was like, "Yeah, we can like share body heat." And I was like, "Bet." And I just snuggled up shoulder to shoulder. I was like,
just gets naked.
Dude,
I was cold.
There's multiple people where I was like, dude, your English is perfect.
Yeah. 100%.
And they're just like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I met people that were on vacation visiting their family in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I met a Texas family. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you here? They're like, I just like came to see the cousins. I was like, what? You have cousins in Afghan? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't make the rules.
I want to have them on the podcast one day.
They're just watching right now and they're like, dislike.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Dude, people dislike my podcast, and I'm just like kind of genuinely hurt. I'm just like, dude, I put a lot of effort into this shit. Like, I'm sorry if I offend anyone, man. I do pride myself in saying anything behind someone's back to their face, and I'll actually go out of my way to make sure to be like, hey, man, I said this about you. But
what if they're just haters? You know, what if they don't even watch the video and they just dislike it?
Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much.
I can't imagine someone watching a whole 1 hour to 3 hours and just like, I'm just gonna dislike it.
So some dudes, my boots from the last deployment, got mad at me when those two people in that chair were the ones saying shit. And I edit. It takes 2 weeks to edit a podcast.
Oh wow, so I'm not gonna see this for 2 weeks.
What were they saying? Like fucked up stuff or what?
Talking about boots, man. They're just saying shit about boots.
Who cares? They're boots.
Exactly. Well, no, not exactly. But
dislike. Oh, damn it.
Just there's a big gap in between. And a big thing about Afghan is for us was most of our corporals didn't get the vaccine and didn't go. And so
where's your restroom at?
Right around the corner.
Or should I just do the Dumb and Dumber and just...
That'd be great.
He's pulling his cock out.
No.
Yeah. You look really skinny on camera, by the way.
Do I really?
Oh, yeah, dude. You look like a crackhead.
Dude, I am a crackhead.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my sweatshirt on now.
You can do whatever you want.
Dude, actually, this fan is chilly, though.
Okay.
But
put your sweatshirt on that's not yours.
That's not, that's Holli's.
I can get you a dope-ass, California sweatshirt, dude. I can get you a cardigan.
Cardigan?
I'm an adult, bro. I have whiskey glasses. Good times, man. I'm gonna give this a go. I bought my kid a pretty expensive bicycle.
I saw that. It looks cool, dude.
Yeah.
That was pretty sick.
It's been raining the past 2 days, so I'm excited to take him out.
Dude, hell yeah. You talking about the
That blue bike?
No, I'm talking about the 3-year-old?
Mm-mm. No, that's for the little boy.
Little one? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not
pretty
gonna
cool,
say
dude.
their names.
Yeah.
Dude, I love your bathroom.
Thanks, man. It's the kids' bathroom.
Huh?
It's the kids' bathroom.
Oh.
And our guest bathroom. What's that? Yeah, no. To talk more about the last podcast, we're all cordial. Everybody that I had an issue with, but it was a little misdirected. But
Someone you got in that fight?
yeah,
Nice.
and it's fine. He won. I got a black eye. That's why he won, and it was a good fight.
Oh,
to
you
be completely
lost?
honest, I got a black eye.
But did you lose?
I would say because I got black eye.
Well, how did the other guy look?
Fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it was a good fight. We both put each other on each ashes, but the thing with the podcast is why I felt I needed to validate fighting, is because in that I'm not a bitch, dude. I will fight people. I don't really want to, but it wasn't about what was said on the podcast. It was you guys have an issue with me, and so I was like, you have an issue. Let's figure it out. I heard you want to fight. And they're like, yeah. So I fought one dude, and then on the way to work, it was a 96. And on the way to work, this other dude's just like, yo, where you at? I'm like, yeah, just come talk, man. I can't do this again. My thumb's fucked up. I can't make a good fist. I have a black eye. Just come talk. And we talked. And I talked to the other dude. But, truly, I didn't want to talk before the fight. Mm-hmm. I was like, you guys said you want to fight? I want to see if you're about it. I'm here. And whatever you have with them, that's on.
Wait, how long ago was this? I remember. I
think it was 4th of July.
I think I remember seeing you with the black eye, but I just just never questioned anybody. I'm just it's just another day.
I sent it off on Fiverr, and they turned it into the Obama, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about the colored poster?
Uh-huh. He turned it into that, and now that's my tag. That's my thumbnail.
Oh my god!
Oh, you showed me that. That thing's pretty sick.
It's pretty. I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah, I'm fighting everyone. Every negative comment. No, I'm not. And that's what
every thumbs down.
Yeah.
After this, I'm just gonna thumbs down.
Yeah, that was kind of my realization. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't fucking just fight everybody. That's just you guys suck, dude. You don't represent the corpsmen or the infantry. You're
Imagine
fat.
some big YouTuber fighting all his haters.
Yeah, it doesn't work out really well.
No. You just see his stats 360 7,000 losses.
Logan Paul's doing pretty well.
Logan Paul is doing very well.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him on the podcast.
Yeah,
What if he wants to fight
hey,
you?
bro.
I'll fight him I'll just get up in the chair and fight him.
Dirty or
he's
clean?
big as fuck.
He's big.
You fighting dirty or you fighting clean?
Oh, dude, I gouges a Marine Corps fucking Tampa.
Dude, McMap,
You
dude.
take your,
Dude, Mick,
you
man,
take your battle stance?
Yeah.
McMap
War
fucks.
cry. Just lunge at him.
The rubber rifle? Just
Yeah. Oh, dude. I saw a dude running with flak and rubber rifle last weekend.
Hell yeah.
No, not hell
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
That's dumb. Flak, fine.
flag on
Rubber rifle you stole and took this, or you bought, which is probably $100.
Dude, I've seen some really dumb shit. That's not the dumbest shit I've seen.
That was pretty lame.
You think those rubber rifles are $100?
Maybe
it is
mo-
gay.
Maybe more.
It's pretty gay, but it's not the dumbest thing I've seen.
I'd just make like a Lego rifle.
And when you say
Like
gay, you
super
mean
glue it.
dumb.
Yes.
Right? Nothing
Yeah.
against homosexuals.
No, I don't care. My brother's gay. I'm like,
Cancel culture's coming for us. You're gonna have to make a second podcast on the channel.
I have like 3 podcast names.
just lined up.
Reg Ops, Paying the Rant, and then I own my name, which I'm not going to say publicly.
isn't this security clearance?
This is a security clearance podcast, but I own Reg Ops and I own Paying the Rant.
That's a cool name.
Like
Yeah.
you own the names or the channels or
I own the channels, yeah.
so you have like more. What do you do on those other channels?
Nothing. I haven't done anything. But if I ever get into like the solo part of it, it'll be Paying the Rant. And then
That's a cool name.
I want to change this to Reg Ops because everything you look up is special operations. This dude was Dev Grew. And that's all cool, but that just isn't really relatable to me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, and then there's the dad. This is the #1 dad podcast. And I think that's really lame. And it's like, that's a thing. That's 90% of your life once you have a kid.
100%, yeah.
Oh, we all have kids.
We do all.
But I think your child should look up to you other than being a dad. I think he should look up to you as
Like
being
my bro.
What? Context.
I don't know. What did you mean by that?
I didn't say my bro. What?
Oh, never mind.
Fucked up the flow, man. Let's start over.
I know, that was a good.
So you
flow.
checked in to FMTB.
Dude, that was fucked.
Okay. Yes. So we had a COVID outbreak in FMTB.
Yes.
We graduated our first night, our first test out, right?
Yes, 100%. We were fucking killing it.
I was still in camis. You were half dressed in your blues. You had a
Yes.
white shirt on, tucked in to your dress blues.
Yeah.
We got pulled outside. We had now Chief Harding,
Yep. Cool dude.
cool dude,
Cool dude.
talking to the admin dude at FMTB, like, when are these orders ready? I got a dude half dressed in fucking blues. I got 20 dudes ready to go. It's 4:00. What is going on?
Mm-hmm.
We picked our order, and that's when I met you. I was just like, you're trying to check in? You got a car? No. How are you doing that? Whatever, blah, 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 whatever the conversation was.
Yep.
I got you. I know exactly where to go.
Yep.
Because I was reading emails from my detailer who's up in 33 Margarita. I got you, bro. Once we get our orders, we'll load up in my car. We'll go.
Mm-hmm.
Load up in the car. Main side, all the way, 33 area. This is the building. Later, dude, good luck. Grab your sea bags.
Yep.
Next day, I get in my blues, show up there. This is the wrong place. You basically have to go to FMTB to the trailers. I dropped a dude off here yesterday. Yeah, I don't know, but anyway.
Get fucked.
Yeah, get
Literally
fucked.
Get fucked.
And you did.
Dude, so I walked in, right? Like I left my sea bags outside. And I just was coming from overseas. So I had no fucking clue where I was at. But I didn't even have service.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. And
Did you even give him your number? Did you have his number?
Yeah,
I
but
think
he wouldn't
so.
text back.
yeah.
No, you had my number, but I was like, dude, just hit me up if you need anything. And you
Yeah.
didn't text back. I remember
So-
that specifically.
Yes.
Is there
So
service?
I walked in and I was like, hey, like, my name is blah, blah, blah. Like, nice to meet you. Like, I'm supposed to go to First Reg. Like, what's going on? And they were like, oh, dude, it's, 1600. Yeah, you're going to have to come back tomorrow. And I was like, fuck. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, some guy just dropped me off. I don't even know who that guy was. I'm in my blues. What are you talking about? And so they were like, dude, sorry, bro. Like, do you have a ride? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, like, how can we help you? Like, do you want to stay at my place? Like, I'm not cool with that, but like, what are we supposed to do? And I was like, oh my God. So I went on Tinder And I hit up a girl on Tinder, and I was like, hey, can you come pick me up? Like, I know you're in the military. I'm in 33 area, wherever that's at. Can you please come pick me up? And she came with her car, picked me up. I'm literally in my dress blues, like,
How
with the
did
fucking
she
sea
get on
bags.
base?
She was a corpsman.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a corpsman girl. And
She's like, you're gonna have to put out.
dude, no. So I was like, hey, can you like drop me off at like a hotel or something? And she's like, well, okay, like, is that like where you want to go? And I was like, well, I think I know a guy like in San Marcos. Like, how far away is that? And it's like 45 minutes. And she's like, well, I kind of like have something to do in the morning. Like, you know, like, I'm not cool with that. And I was like, can I just drop you off at your house? Like, can I borrow your car? And she was like, yeah, like, I guess. And I took her fucking car for like 2 days, dude. And it was a nice car. It's pretty sick. And I dropped her off at her barracks room. I went to my buddy's house in San Marcos. He was like, why are you here? I was like, I just graduated. Like, oh my God.
Was she
This is the
decent?
sitch?
Dude, she was so nice. She's a lovely
No,
person.
The figure. Was
Yeah,
she,
dude, she was pretty hot. I
that's
hit her up.
insane to
Yeah.
me, dude.
I hit her up like,
Well, he had her up on Tinder.
well, yeah, I did. I hit her up like sometime after. And dude, she's like an awesome gal. Super hot, super cool. Like,
Rank.
the best. Rank? I don't know. No, she's an E3. Yeah.
Okay.
I think she still is.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks. But
Close.
dude, super good person, super cool. And I just had her car, and I remember like her hitting me up like, hey, like, are you checked in? Like, can I have my car back? And I was like, yeah, I'll bring you your car. Like, can you like drop me off in San Marcos?
This guy. Good thing gas wasn't too much back then.
Yeah, gas wasn't that bad. But dude, yeah, super nice gal for doing that and like helped me out in like a shitty situation.
What a sweet, hot lady, right?
Dude, she was the best. I hit her up like right before deployment. And yeah, dude, like she's like married with kids, like yeah, like great gal.
Dude, something like that. A girl that we never like dated, but we always were around each other.
Sure.
I don't think we ever fucked. To be completely honest. Hits me up when I'm back in when I'm in H&S in Arifjan. It's like, text me, I'm on a treadmill connected to the Wi-Fi. She's like, hey, does your dad or like my dad had a home building company in my hometown. But she's just like, hey, hello, whatever, something.
I thought it was gonna turn into one of those like stepdad situations.
No. And I just immediately was just like, I'm married, I have 2 kids. She's like, congratulations. So does your dad still own that company? I am married as well, and I'm looking to build a house. I was like, yeah, he does. I mean, he sold it, but like, it's still all the same people, and like, what's up? It's like, we're just looking for houses, and like, I know you. I was just wondering. I'm like, I can't give you a discount. This is hundreds of thousands of dollars we're talking about. It's a house.
Yeah.
You know? She's
Doesn't
like, well,
Home Depot actually sell like house plans?
yeah, but there's so much more to that.
Yeah.
There's so I've built, I would say, 3 houses in my life when I worked for my dad.
Wow.
There's so much red tape, and people build their own houses, but it's very hard.
DIY.
You can.
Sounds very hard.
But the way
Like,
you
oh my
build your
God.
own house is the same
It would
thing.
take me like 5 years to build.
It
like,
does. It does.
And then it would take me 10 years then.
No. So you have to get the permits. You have to get a basic electrical line piped in, where off the grid into your area. So that provides like, and they put like 1 light post. I don't think it has a light on it, and that's where all the contractors plug into from there, and that eventually becomes your house electrical. You have a surveyor come out, check out the property. How's it going to flood? Does it need to be raised? Is it fine where it is? You have clay brought in Louisiana because our ground's very...
Who dat?
What?
Who dat?
Who dat? Dude, Saints suck right now, bro. Anyway, so there's all these things you have to do, and it's just so many different steps. And you're doing what the contractor does, which my dad had set up perfectly, was I have all these people from step A to Z come in, do the dirt work, electrical, we do the permits, everything. And it's just like kind of hands-free. You show up anytime you want. You look at your house. They complain. It seems so small. Wait for the sheetrock. Put the sheetrock in. Oh, yeah, this is what we envisioned. So, like, yeah, you can go get house plans, and it'll be, like, engineered, you know. They'll tell you what to have. You have to have your engineered lumber for structural support.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I digress.
Wow. Do you guys want some of these?
D's nuts?
Those are nuts.
It's cashews. It's the most expensive nut.
I would like your
Next to mine.
vaporizer.
The vape skis, the boof.
Ooh.
that was
man.
That was a poor throw.
I had to give it right back to you.
Wasn't meant.
So you have a lot of these situations happen to you. Explain your minivan.
You have a minivan?
I had a minivan.
I think I remember about this.
I
Maybe.
was.
I don't think I knew you then.
Didn't you? No, I think you told me stories about it. Did you buy one? Like a used, piece of shit?
He didn't
minivan?
buy shit, bro.
No,
Yeah.
your homie gave it to you.
So
Not
I
a
was
homie.
So I was at a bar.
Yep.
Shit happens at bars. And a guy gave me a minivan.
Just a random guy?
I'm just gonna say this from the beginning. He wanted to fuck. Anyway,
Probably did.
Maybe.
For a minivan? Would you do it?
For a minivan? No, fuck's a random. Fuck no. I do it for a lot.
For a new TRD 4Runner.
what's
Pro.
your cap? What's your cap? What's your price?
Am I fucking
A
dude
new
or
Prius.
the dude fucking me?
User's preference.
I'm almost uncomfortable with this, but I want to know because I know you're serious about this.
Dude, yeah. I do a lot for money. I'm pretty bad.
Your headphones are on backwards. Keep going.
Are they really on backwards?
Yeah.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah. I marked the tape on the back.
Is mine backwards?
Do you have the tape on the front or the back?
I can't see.
Anyway.
I would do a lot of things for money. I have zero shame. I like negative fucks.
Do you have any web pages open to the public you want to promote?
No, not right now.
Okay.
But if
But you're walking dogs though, right?
maybe. If anyone has any ideas on how to make money,
I have so many ideas.
Dude, just sell feet pics.
dude, I'd sell asshole pics. I would jerk guys off for money. I would not give a fuck.
I can hook you up.
No tips, though.
No, dude, of course, tips.
We had a guy in the Marine Corps. Tell you about Bobby G. I don't want to digress from your story too much. Bobby G, when I was in 1-7 as a fucking oorah devil dog machine gunner. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, birthday.
Thank you for my service. There was this dude on Facebook when Facebook was a thing. And he always had like money and just in suits in Vegas, partying, doing all this cool shit.
To the dude that videotaped?
So it gets to that, right?
Cool.
And eventually one of the Marines is like, what is your deal? Are you a real person? He's like, 100%. I live in Vegas. I'm a gambler. My deal is, yeah, I'm gay, but I swear I don't want that from you. My deal is, I like to party, I like to hang out, but I love to gamble. I will give you money. If you lose it, that's fine. If you win, I will take a percentage.
Makes sense.
One dude took him up on it. Went out. It was all kosher. He kept his word. He didn't try and fuck him. Gave him money. They would gamble. They lose it. No big deal. They won.
This guy sounds like he
Here's
was
his cut.
banned from like gambling
Nope.
and now wants people to gamble
Nope.
for him.
So I go to Vegas after I break up with my girlfriend. My buddies are there. We're hanging out, partying. I have a suit. I'm hanging out with one group. And they're like, hey, come over here. We're hanging out with Bobby G. Come meet him. He immediately tried to touch my dick. But,
Nice.
yeah. He bought
Probably that suit.
probably the
The
suit. dude.
tuxedo?
No, dude, I'm
Like
not
Step Brother
wearing that
style?
tux.
Like tuxedo to the
Yeah,
janitor
just-
job?
Yeah. No, I had like a brown suit. Still had a fade and shit. So, pretty obvious. But like, dude, people come up to you if you have a suit in Vegas. Like, they think you have money. I got approached a lot of times. Hookers, all of it. I got really drunk. We got some food. I think I drank some dude's Kool-Aid. Not Kool-Aid, orange juice. Some
That's
black dudes.
slang for something?
No, orange
Okay.
juice. I get drunk way quicker. I think there was something in it. I think
Probably.
I had a conversation about it, and
Probably.
I knew what I was doing at the time, and then I just like lost it. My buddy like grabs me back to a hotel. On the elevator up, there's this like 300-pound black hooker, and I'm like
Dude,
talking to her.
Gotta send it.
She's like, I'll suck both y'all's dicks. I'm like, let's go. She like gave up her client, came to our room. I take out my wallet. I have like $2.
One for each of us.
She's like, I start freaking out. I'm like, get the. I don't remember this, but my buddy's like, dude, you went off and you like kicked her out.
Nice.
I was like, I'm not that guy.
Nice.
She's
No
like,
lives
I got
matter.
She's like, I'm gonna send my pimp. He's gonna fuck y'all up
For $2?
for $2. Yeah,
$2,
just take
really?
the $2. But yeah. So people keep hanging out with him. Some people hung out with him by themselves, which is suspicious. But then there's this dude. I hope you're doing well. Jacked.
Dislikes the video.
Jacked motherfucker.
Instant decline.
Like 6-pack abs just all the time, but like big as fuck.
Nice.
He has this hot ass girlfriend. Hope you're doing well.
Dislike.
Dislike. I don't know if they're both there together. I think they were. And because she's from AZ, you kind of have to, whatever.
Yeah.
And he made him an offer. He's like, I will give you $10,000 to jerk off in front of a camera that I get to keep the recording.
Dude,
and
easy.
I will be behind like.
Say a little letter, Joe.
Dude, easy. You could be there for like a fuck.
Yeah. I think his thing was like he was going to be
I want to be able to
behind.
keep it hard, man.
I'd do that right now. Send it.
Well,
no
let's
fucks.
go, dude. We can get $10,000 raised.
He still has the same $2 in his wallet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were always suspicious of the guys that were just like, I'm going to hang out with Bobby G. Like, oh, who with? Like, no, myself. And it's like, are you fucking him?
See, I think that's a little
Behind
gay.
the scenes.
To like fuck dudes for money, that's a little gay.
Joe, what's your price?
To fuck a dude?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
10 million?
Oh, no, it'd be way lower than that. Dude, $1 million is a lot of money.
Dude, you should just said yes to the 10 million. You didn't need to tell us lower than that.
I'm so, dude, if I had a briefcase full of 10 million,
50 grand.
you would like literally jizz your pants. You'd be like, there's no fucking way.
50 grand?
No, it'd have to be more than that.
60?
It would be more than 100K.
150.
I don't know. I don't think so. Dude, that's a lot of money.
200.
Like, if you think
You
about,
were
like,
thinking really hard about 150. What about 200?
I don't know.
That's
I'm
a
just
good
saying.
down payment on
That-
a lot of things.
Dude, that would buy a house for me and Carter, me and my kid. Like,
That'd be a good down payment.
Somewhere.
Not in California.
Not in California.
not in
That'd
Cali,
be a
but
good down
like,
payment.
dude, that's a ton of money. Like, you think about setting up like your family financially for like a considerable amount of years. Fucking one dude's not that bad.
If
Like,
you were smart, not me, I would. I don't know. I don't think I would do. I don't know. It's
saying,
hard,
like-
that's hard to say. I would definitely invest in my kids' future
100%, yeah.
because I already have.
Yeah, imagine sending
So
your
you're smashing
kid.
dudes to invest in your kid's future.
No, I don't have a price. It's free.
You gotta be right over saying.
No, I think I have more integrity than that. I don't know,
Saying,
but
like,
to do
Honor,
10.
courage, and commitment.
Gay.
What's the motto of 2-1?
Like, what's Gunsmoke stand for?
I know 1-7s. Pride, devotion, loyalty.
Wow,
I'm gonna get a flag.
that's pretty cool.
They're making fun of me.
Are
'cause
they Suicide Charlie?
It's in it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I was Baker Bastards. No fucking shit, dude.
nice.
That's also her saying, but it's a lot of units saying.
Yeah.
It's like 1-7. No shit.
That's cool.
It was also Baker Clown Shoes at one point. We got rid of them. Now.
I'm not a big guy like Gunsmoke guy. I think Ghost Battalion's cool.
Battalion, yeah, Ghost is so cool.
Ghost is cool.
Ghost Company, yeah.
Ghost Company is also really cool.
What's Ghost Battalion?
That's what like we used to be called. I wish I had my fucking
We were Ghost Battalion.
yeah.
Oh,
Like before the professionals. Like
I'm
we
gonna
were Ghost
find
Battalion.
that because we don't. I'm gonna still say we as golf. I'm gonna ask you about that.
That's cool. Like imagine, hey, who are you with? I'm with Ghost.
Yeah,
You're like,
I
what?
remember Atlas
Like-
was the first one to say that
That's cool.
because I didn't have it all straight. I was like, "You were Echo?" He's like, "No, I was Ghost." I was like, "Golf?" He's like, "Yeah, Ghost." I was like, "Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
my bad."
Yeah, if you look at like the 2-1 like hoodie or T-shirt or fucking flag
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
Warhammer and Pale Rider.
Yeah, Warhammer's Echo, Pale Riders, Golf or Fox. I'm sorry. But yeah, it'll say like the professionals, and then like next to it, it'll be like.
I
Ghost
don't like that
Battalion.
either
I don't like professionals either. I think professionals
because you
is
go to Camp
stupid.
Porno and it's just like this place is a dump.
Yeah, this
I
place
think I left my
is
water
fucking
bottle at
wild.
work.
Water bottle?
Yeah.
It'll be there. You want to go back
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we take all this?
Yeah. Just pick everything up.
I think the professionals is lame. Nothing we do is professional. Like,
Just look at the buildings,
Speak
man.
for yourself,
Dude.
brother.
yeah, dude. if your job is to go to a foreign land and like assault whoever you're fucking trying to attack and kill, like none of that is professional.
Attack and kill.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking gnarly. Like it's gonna be crazy. You know,
But do it in a professional manner.
like taking a knife and stabbing it through a dude's throat. There's nothing professional about that. That's pure savagery. I don't know why I would call it professionals. Like that's stupid.
Man, let's get into it, dude.
I'm serious, dude. That's stupid.
No, hold on. I want to dissect that a little bit. I've had this conversation with multiple people, and I think this is a perfect segue. I try not to get into the conspiracy shit. In fact, I quit following people that start.
Weren't you talking about bed mattresses being a front?
Oh, dude. I think the mob is going to come after me when I say this. Mattress firm.
Waste management.
Have you mattress firm? I live next to fucking 3. There's never any cars there. There's never anyone in there.
Yeah, yeah.
How are they open? How are they open?
Are you just like staking out these mattress shops?
I go to Chipotle a lot. And next to Chipotle is a mattress firm.
Dude, I was
and I always
pretty offended. My first command, they're like, hey, we're going to go get some Mexican food. Like, come with us.
Go in Chipotle?
Chipotle, dude.
Dude,
I've never been so disappointed.
If I could be sponsored by Chipotle, I would, dude. 100%.
Chipotle actually has some pretty expensive stocks, if you guys haven't.
It is, yeah.
I remember when they were private, I contacted them about opening up one of the restaurants, and they were just like, nah, dude, we don't do that yet. Damn. And then they went public like years later, like a year later. I was like,
you assholes.
Back to what you were saying, though. I'm sorry.
I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, I do. Okay.
I'm still pretty buzzed.
Yeah. This is good. We're on track.
Yeah, we're on track. I don't know what we were talking about before the conspiracies, but I think
no conspiracies. I don't want to go like all Andrew Tate and shit. I'll take one of those. Yeah, beer. I don't want to go all Andrew Tate.
No, I just opened it.
But I think there is a pussification,
sure,
or demasculization of men in this world.
100%. Without a doubt.
Now,
yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, I will.
First off, let me say this. I love talking about masculinity in the world. And
am I a pretty masculine dude, or am I like...
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I think you are.
I love
Is it the forearms? You got some pretty big forearms.
Yeah, they could be bigger.
It's like your biceps is just one whole, like... You don't have forearms. It's just a bicep.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Dude, I'll say this.
It's like...
Pause.
Reverse cankles.
I had a man come up to me the other day. Did you just say reverse cankles? That was a good one.
That's good.
I had a man come up to me the other day, and he was like, hey, bro, like, you know, my wife asked for a divorce, and, like, I went home and I cried, and, like, I went to this other woman and I cried. And in my mind, I'm like, no fucking way. And he's like, yes. And I was like, dude, first off, if your wife asks for a divorce, say thank you, open the door, get the fuck out.
No, you turn on the PlayStation and just
like no
get the boys
fucks.
Online.
Get the
Let's
fuck
be honest,
out.
PlayStation was on.
Yeah, it probably was on.
It was all right.
Yeah. And I'm like, how dare you as a man be like offended and
as a man
and start crying? Like, dude, first of all, suck it the fuck up. Tell that chick to get the fuck out. Like, and go be a normal human being. Like, you do not need this woman to be happy. Like, you're fine. You're an awesome, super cool dude. You make a ton of money. Like, you're like the fucking best. Like, do not worry about this random chick. And he's just like, oh my God, it's the worst. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Weird shit happens to you. No one approaches me doing that. But I spend 15 minutes going through Ralph's grocery store and a few other stops. Like, I'll have a long conversation with a mechanic, but other than that, like, I'm not interacting with people.
Dude, I love masculinity.
Yeah, I feel like my brother's a man's man. Like, he's more manly than me. Like,
okay,
he's a welder. He fucking loves construction. He's just like ironwork. Just
yeah,
like civilian version of like the grunt. Yeah, he fucking loves cars.
Dude, go ahead.
He could probably take an engine apart and just build it back up. He just loves.
Where's this person at?
Like maybe like 2 hours up north.
I need to consult with him about some.
He's a man's man. You probably be more of a friend with him than me.
Ah, that happens with brothers.
Yeah,
but I love my brothers. So I want to go back to this.
And he's not a simp.
The professionals.
Yes.
The professionals, right? We have this construct of government. It's all in our heads. It's all these rules.
Sure.
Don't murder people. Don't rape. Don't do these things. All good stuff, right? But you go back 1,000 years. You go back even further than that.
You go back 100 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And it was like the killing your wife and her lover because you're like distraught, whatever that's called. I
think you can still do that now.
You can maybe good lawyer, but
I don't think
plead
you
insanity?
can kill your wife and her lover.
No, passion kill or something like that, where it's just like I was so distraught in that time.
Yeah,
but you're not insane because you don't want to get locked up.
Anyway, Daredevil as a lawyer to get you out of there.
I don't think you can do that.
All right,
or She-Hulk.
So we have all these constructs. Terrible shit. We have all these constructs, right? that we agree on in society. And they get a little extreme. We're just like, I don't fucking agree with that. Mm-hmm. And they're just like very acceptable. We're just like, yeah, I don't think we should be able to just kill anyone. And I kind of think a little bit of like,
I'm still listening.
It's decent. I don't know if it's.
I'm not a sipper like that. I can't drink like that. I just have to take a shot.
Like chest hair coming out, dude.
Just nipple hairs only. Just
oh my god.
Just naked in the middle.
So, we came from this very barbarian, fucking Genghis Khan, Vikings, like just mongers, right? Just these savages. And there was no rules. You would rape and pillage because you would kill them and then you would rape the women in order to stop their bloodline and start yours. So when you came back, those would be your kids and not those other dudes' kids. You would
imagine if he did that now.
That's what I'm saying.
Child support.
So,
dude, child support sucks.
So we have all these constructs, and I think some are good, but someone was saying about like the elections and like abortions and gambling in California. That was it. They don't want gambling in California because it's going to add to the homeless population because people are going to gamble all their money away and be homeless.
My grandpa did that.
But do you think he should have had the choice to do that?
He like beat the shit out of like my dad and everyone, so he was not a good dude. I don't know.
I'm assuming he was an alcoholic.
Oh, he was like, yeah.
He was out of control.
Yeah, he was a bad dude.
But if we had more of
beating somebody while sober, that takes some mental
I could do it easily.
Dude, my dad told me some fucked up stories. I feel bad. I'm like, ooh.
But that was this old school, by the way. That was this kind of. I'm not trying to.
That was just something to do. You know, they didn't have TV like us.
The stories he was telling me growing up, like when he I was like, every kid is, you know, kind of like a shithead sometimes. They do some bonehead moves, but like when I would get in trouble doing something, he'd be like, "Hey man, this is what happened in my life, and you're complaining about this. Like, are you serious?" And I'd be like, "Wow,
yeah,
that's bad. Like,
that's on me. That's on me."
Yeah, I do. I feel horrible. I'm like, wow, dude, I'm like such a pussy. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think I remember you complaining about like sharing a room with your brother or something, and your dad was like, "I was homeless."
Yeah. Like, dude, I remember one time I went. I know we're digressing, but one time I grew up in Boston, and so like we had blizzards, and I had to go home early from school because we had a blizzard. And like as like a safety precaution, like we got out of school early or whatever. And I remember calling my mom, and she's like, "Hey, I can't come pick you up. Like, can you walk?" And it was like a 10-minute walk. Like it wasn't anything crazy. And I was like, "What? Like fuck that. Like that's stupid, right?" And I called my mom like 10 times. And my dad came home and was like, "Dude, I used to run home every day, so my dad would beat me up instead of my wife or instead of my mom and sisters. Like you can't walk home from school. It's 10 fucking minutes. Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Damn." Like, I'm so sorry, dude, you know?
Yeah.
And he's just like, it's okay, but like.
Well, your dad's also a preacher, too, huh?
Oh, dude, he's such a nice guy. He's like the best, yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, he's the best.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That
he's a preacher?
But do you think that the government could have stopped him from that?
No, he's just a bad dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was like no.
Drugs are already legal, but what do we have? A drug epidemic. A pill, a fucking opioid epidemic. What do we already have? We have all these things, murder, rape, all these terrible things that are illegal. They're still happening. But the things that, for me, when it comes to my choice and other people's choice that I don't think I should be able to tell people to do, I don't have reproductive organs. I don't think I should vote on that.
Sure.
I don't think I should tell you can't put drugs or of any kind, steroids, in any way into your body or not into your body. I don't think I should tell you in any way you can't spend your money on whatever the fuck you want to spend your money on.
Yeah.
And that's where, and then like, leave my guns alone, dude. But
yeah, the rules are meant to be broken. Thomas Jefferson.
So like, we already have these issues. It's like, oh, prostitution is such a terrible thing. And it's like,
is it?
Well, if she wants to do it, there's pornography already, which is prostitution.
Is prostitution bad though?
I don't think so.
I don't think it is at all.
It's case by case. If you're being forced to do it, yes.
Well, if
if
it's legalized, are as many people going to be forced to do it? If there is a fucking legitimate billboard company,
Just like a brothel.
Everything's like they come to us. We don't imprison anyone. Everyone's a legal citizen. They're all of age. We start at 21 because we don't want 18-year-olds coming in here.
Have I ever told you about my prostitution story?
Let's go,
In
bro.
Amsterdam? Have I told you? No. So I was overseas for 3 years, right? And 196, I went to Amsterdam, the Netherlands, the red light district. One of like the most famous red light districts in the whole world, right? It's super, super famous, right? It's super fucking cool. I don't believe in paying for prostitution, right? Because I'm poor as fuck. And I feel
But you did it.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I even told them, I was like, hey, if I'm going to be fucking you doing the labor.
I wouldn't admit to prostitution on this podcast. Anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, I just don't believe in paying for it. I'm like, no.
You flipped the switch on them. I'm doing all the work.
I'm doing all the work. Why would I fucking
You
pay?
need to pay me.
Yeah.
I'm working
So
sweat
you
up over
basically
here.
prostituted yourself.
Well, they didn't like that when I said that. They were like, what?
He has a point. He's onto something.
Yeah. But anyways,
Yes, but no.
So I was like hammered, right? Fucking hammered beyond belief, right? I'm like 18. I'm in a foreign country having fun, like whatever. Anyways, I lost my buddies, okay? And so this prostitute was like, hey, like, come here. And I was like, no, thank you. It's all right. And she's like, no, like we're trying to help you.
I know this story.
Yeah. And the security guard comes out and was like, hey, like, let me, like, can you come here for a second, sir? And I'm like, yeah, what's going on? They're like, hey, like, you've been doing laps trying to find your buddies. Like, we have you on camera. Like, are you safe? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm good. They're like, dude, you're so fucked up. And I was so fucked up, I didn't even know I was fucked up. Yeah. Right?
That's the worst.
Yeah, they called the cops over. They gave me, like, food, and they were like, hey, like, do you need Narcan? Like, are you on anything? I was like, no. Yeah, like, legit.
The Save All Narcan.
Dude,
yeah.
What a nice place.
Like, they gave me, like crackers and water, and they were like, hey, like, you can chill in here for, like, an hour. And I sat and I talked with the security guard, the prostitute, the cop.
This prostitute's a nurse. Like,
dude, they were so nice. So fucking nice.
That's awesome, dude.
And I was like, dude, I was bad. Like, I was like, I'm going to, like, pass out in a ditch bad.
Yeah.
And dude, like, the cop was like, hey, like, can I give you a ride home? And I was like, no, like, that's all right. And he was like, well, hey, like, here, like, take more food. Like, here's like $10. Go get some, like, you know, Belgian waffle fries or whatever.
You just buy another beer.
I think I did buy another beer, yeah. But dude, they were like the best. Like, they were super, super caring and super nice. And I was like, hey, like, this is like really safe. And they were like, yeah, like, everything is legal. Everything is safe. The women are taken care of. Everything is like it was like the best. Like, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And like
10 out of 10.
Yeah. And like, I remember, like, I took my phone out and the cop like grabbed my arm and he was like, hey, like, I understand, like, you're trying to text your buddies, but like, you can't text them here. Like, if you're gonna take your phone out, go over there. Like, it's a safety for the prostitutes. And I was like, whoa, like, absolutely, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't even realize that. And it was like super respectful, super courteous, very mature, very adult. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why do we not have this in America? We got like 18-year-olds selling their bodies to crackheads. Like, what the fuck?
You know why? I do. My theory, and I'm pretty sure it's goddamn solid. Our country's based on Christianity. Believe it or not, accept it or not, it is. Founding fathers, Christians. And so in that, it's like,
well, some of them were Freemasons.
You don't talk about.
At least they weren't Scientologists.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom Cruise.
Actually, can you blurt that out?
I can if you want, but I heard Tom Cruise is a delightful person.
I heard he's a total asshole.
I heard delightful from person to person. Person that met him was security, talked to him. Hey, how are you? Hey, my name is blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you, blah, blah. What's your parents' names? Blah, 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 blah. That's very nice. Are they doing well? Yes. It's very nice to meet you. You have a good day. Time goes on. A few days later, same movie set. He's doing security. Hey, blah, blah, blah. How are you? I'm very well. How are you? Good. How is your parents? Blah, 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 and blah, blah. They're well. I'm glad. Thank you. Then he got into an argument with his security guard, his Scientology buffer, and he got fired off the set.
Damn.
But very nice guy.
I feel like we were on several topics and we just
that's what happens when you drink, man. But fucking send it. It's Marine Corps birthday. I'm a little bummed out, man.
Why are you bummed out, man?
I'm not getting my pen. It's gonna fuck everything up.
Dude, just buy one.
I know, right? Just start rocking it. Just hit up Ace. I'm like, hey, I've thought about this, but I think it's a little bit like cunty and bold. Just like hit up Ace, like, bro,
Upload the cert.
Put in the system that I have my pen.
Just do it.
No one's gonna look at it. I ran it by a certain HM2 that.
As soon as you do that, you put it on. All the questions are coming out.
Yep.
How was the board? When did you get it? Who was on your board? And then the leadership's going to be like, who, it's just going to come crashing down.
So you're saying I have to wait till I'm at the next battalion?
Yeah. Do it right before you PCS.
Yeah.
Because then you can just make up a bunch of stories like, board was trash.
I don't know. I feel like they're setting me up to like hook me up with a good board, but also I just like look at our leadership and I was like, no, they're not doing that. That's hopeful.
It's hard. I feel like we got to go, because I'm going to be leaving to the Reg next month. I feel like we got a good group right now. They're cool people, but as far as their work ethic, I can't really read too much because I got back in March, was under his wing to do like Sikol.
Talking about Reg's work ethic?
No, 2-1s.
2-1s like Corman?
Yeah, and leadership. It's hard to say because I haven't really seen it or experienced it, how well their work ethic is. Because as supply, I didn't get a lot of OJT or a lot of guidance. I'm just wandering in the dark.
I feel
that's
like
no one's fault.
We should explain like who you are as a corpsman.
I'll break it down for you if you want.
Yeah. You can break it down for me.
You're not like the average corpsman.
I am the average corpsman, man. I'm the
not
average,
anymore, brother.
Not anymore.
Dude, I am just average Joe.
So we have.
I'll tell you, Staff Sergeant Fritzley's introduction from me to Cat. Purple Heart, Car, Corpsman.
Yeah.
Hard fucking hitter.
Sick.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
We have HM2 in the fucking building, dude. I will bleep that out.
Yeah. Purple Heart, Car, Corpsman, blowing up an Afghan at the Abbey Gate.
Can we talk about that a little bit? Is that sensitive?
No, if you want, you can hand me my phone and I'll read you the discharge, then you can get the specific details of the damage.
No, I'll take your word for it. But the scar right here is a ball bearing, right?
The ball bearing's in the right side of my C1, but that's where it entered.
Holy fuck!
That's why I was saying if I read you the discharge paper, you'll get
It went through you. Like
it didn't go through me. It's still in there.
So, but it like missed your brain and.
Can you pass through metal detectors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't go off?
I have plates in my wrists.
That's cool. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
So it went in. It just missed all of your fucking brain box and spinal cord.
Missed a lot of stuff.
Did you know I saw you at the Abbey Gate?
I didn't see anybody except Ahmed and Serrano and Zuniga.
Mm-hmm. So I talked to Serrano and I was like, dude, why are you treating this Afghani? Right? Like no offense to Afghanistan, but like our boys first, right? Like if you see a Marine down, like you're gonna treat the Marine over the Afghani. Yeah. Like us first, them first, right? Then you move on.
Did you think I was an Afghani?
Yeah, dude, legit.
Marp hats?
Dude, so I didn't even see the frogs.
In kit.
You were so fucked up that I was like, damn, like you're a darker skinned male, right?
But I was in kit.
Dude, I didn't see the kit. I swear to God.
I think you were out of it.
Probably. But I saw your face and I was like, oh, he's an Afghanistan male. Whatever. And I was like, Serrano, what are you doing? He's like, dude, this is Holli. And I was like, what? I was like, for real? And he's like, yeah. I was like, dude, he's fucked up. And he was like, yeah. I was like, you good? He's like, I'm good. And I was just like, moved on. I was like, you need help? He's like, nah. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah. It was bad, dude. It was really bad.
So I have a question for you. Do you think the neck brace was necessary?
Yeah, I could not move.
Really?
I could not move. I never wore it when I came to work because I just didn't want that like sympathy from you guys or just anything.
I saw a photo.
I felt like it was embarrassing, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I get that for sure.
Fucking blown up, dude.
No, but
know,
dude,
but
I don't know. I had this conversation with yesterday. He sat at our table during the Marine Corps feast at the Chow Hall. I hope y'all went. It was decent.
It was pretty good.
It
wasn't as good as
wait, where was this at?
Yesterday at the Chow Hall.
No,
they had the Marine Corps dinner, right?
I think I ate Ramones.
Yeah.
It's pretty fire.
I wanted to.
Ramones?
Yeah, I wanted to yesterday, but like, dude, it's free. Let's send it. Me and Garcia went. Different Garcia. But so down.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of annoying me lately. I think he's a great guy, but he's kind of up in some shit recently.
I really liked
HM1.
Great, dude. Make my job harder. Make me edit some shit.
He's a really good dude.
He's a really good dude.
He's a good dude.
But he's been he's been doing less IDC shit and kind of like doing more like pick and poking.
He's trying to pick up Chief. Yeah,
He is
probably
the cult.
He's trying to pick. He's
The
trying to
sheep
help out
cult?
his family. Yeah,
They say it's a brotherhood.
He's
but that's what
brand
a cult
new.
would
He's
say.
brand new HM1. He just got meritorious HM1 before he got to us.
He's
'Cause
been
the
in.
IDC
He's been in
school?
like 13 years.
I understand that, but you have he
He said his first deployment was when he hit his 10-year mark.
Yeah.
I was like, holy smokes.
you're an HM2, right?
Smokes.
Yes.
You can't take the exam for so many exams because you have to be time and grade.
Yes, but when you
Unless
go up
you
for
get the
Chief, they
EPs.
take your last 5 evals.
What? Huh? What?
When you're going up for Chief, they take your last 5 evals, right? So like,
That's just 2.5
Yeah.
years.
So four
Wait, hold on, my bad.
HM2 evals
So-
and one fucking HM1
so
eval.
I don't think he's planning on picking up Chief anytime soon.
He's just prepping.
I think he's trying to like,
Dude,
do,
your
do
evals are
well.
gonna be funny. They're gonna be looking at your HN freaking.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
That
weird.
was a stellar HN.
Picking up 2 ranks and 6. Or
Did you even
no,
get an
8
eval as a third class?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got like a.
Well,
like
they
a-
wasted an EP on you.
I picked up off of that.
Nope. No, you didn't.
Yeah,
you
you
got
did.
you got another EP before the exam came out.
Yeah, so I had to get a HM3 eval to take the HM2 exam, and I
Yeah.
got an EP. That's why I picked up. So I picked up 2 ranks in.
I
8
thought
months.
it took so long last time. But no, it did. It did. It took so long from the exam last time that we got another eval. You got rated before you picked up. You got an EP because it was
Yes.
recently.
Yeah. So I got combat meritorious to HM3
Yes.
to E4. Right to E4. And then I had to get another eval to take the exam to pick up E5.
And then we had another eval because we took like a late exam.
So I never got that eval. So I got the one like the HM like the E4 eval saying like, hey, like you can take the exam, but that what just happened to be an EP like the best eval you can get.
Yeah.
And so it was
Is
like
that
me
just
and,
one of one or?
no, it was one of it's
Everybody?
me and 4 other dudes. Yeah. So there's 5 total. One of them was Sanchez, who was getting out. That was a waste of an EP.
Another waste of an eval.
That wasn't a waste of an eval.
I'm number 1 MP in this room, so no big deal.
I'm number 2.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Did you get an EP
For what?
for HM3? How'd you pick up?
I just picked up because I'm fucking smart, bro.
He got
He's
hit in the
fucking-
face with a ball bearing
He
and
did
then
get
took
hit in
the
the face with a ball
exam.
I barely passed by 0.5.
How many points
Yes,
was
sir.
the Purple Heart?
3.
What?
But because you mentioned the car having points, I
2.
also got 2 more points.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was like, wow.
You had 5.
Wow.
I have 4 now.
You have 2 cars?
Nah, I didn't
No.
get a car. I didn't get a name.
Huh? I didn't get anything. I got combat meritorious, but that was it.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
There's a certain other weapons corpsman who's a great dude. I love him. I've told him this. He's super helpful. But he got a name C. And I was like, brother, I did
I'll let
more.
him last.
I did more than you. He's like, oh, 100% you did more than me.
Are we talking about?
But that all
does it start with a B?
It starts with a Sean.
Oh, I love that guy.
He's so good.
He's the best. Yeah,
And he even told me, he's like, yeah, you did.
But
way more.
it's all on the company commanders.
it is. Yeah,
His company commander, no, platoon commander loved him.
Yeah.
Loved him.
he's awesome.
Did your platoon commander just it's like fuck this guy?
Mine, he left before we got on a plane back. Or
Damn.
maybe he came back with us. Yeah. Cat Blue was all fucky because there was like an element that went to Syria. And then there was the element that stayed behind. I got kicked out of Syria. I came back.
Yeah, kicked out of Syria.
Yeah, I lost my clearance.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
That's
I
security
thought you were just doing like some
podcast,
belligerent stuff. And you're like,
foreshadowing.
get this guy out.
Dude,
of
I was fucking dudes. No, I'm kidding.
Dude, how much dick do I gotta suck?
Yeah,
Fucking
I was
dude.
just fucking. He turned out to be underage. It was this whole misunderstanding. No. I lost my clearance.
We'll edit that out.
I lost my clearance. I knew it was going to happen. So they're like fragmented. They come back together. Both elements have done half a deployment away from each other. It's just like weird melding again.
Yep.
And all these dudes were part of Cat Red, and Cat Red was actually really good. I'm not saying Cat Blue was bad. They come back. It's like this whole like learn who your dad is again thing. And then we go to Afghan. Our gunny gets kicked out of Afghan because he has a kid on the way.
Nice.
Does like 72 hours in Afghan, gets on a plane right back, goes back home, and they just weren't writing awards. We didn't do an after actions for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember in regards to you, like what you did in Afghan, I remember like vividly.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I have a lot of like dreams.
I fucked up.
I don't know about that, but I have a lot of dreams about Afghan where like little bits and pieces. Like I'll like see it and I'll like wake up. I'm like, oh fuck, and then I'll go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like a vivid dream that I have every time, or a memory, I should say. Right? You had no Kevlar.
Is it a nightmare?
I don't know.
I don't have really nightmares anymore, unless I'm smoking weed.
Yeah, I don't dream at all. My
Are you
memory's a
on weed?
little like.
I wouldn't say it's a nightmare, but it is what it is. Anyways, and you're on a truck with like a flatbed.
Yep.
And there's a dude with a sheet over him, like covered in blood, like fucked up.
I mean, he's covered in blood, but no sheet. Yeah.
There was no white sheet?
No.
All right. Well, in my mind, there's a white sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And I see you, and I like hear you screaming, like, fucking, like, help these dudes out.
Corpsman. I was yelling
Yeah.
Corpsman.
Help these fucking dudes out. Like, screaming, like, on the top of your lungs, going fucking crazy. And I remember this first sergeant was like, where's your Kevlar? And I was like, is that really what we're talking about right now?
I mean,
You
I
know?
get it because it was a crazy situation.
It was.
man.
But I remember, like, seeing you screaming, like, going by me, like literally, like, straight across, and there's just some dude that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, dude, it was motivating. It was awesome.
Yeah. I broke some cardinal rules, but I did what I did.
It is what it is, yeah.
Yeah. So I was yelling Corpsman, and everybody was like, he is a Corpsman. But I was yelling, we have a Corpsman. And it was Max.
Mm.
Yeah. I thought it was a first responder. To him, I wasn't. I thought just a bunch of like Marines dragged him to a fucking CCP and like weren't doing anything. But other corpsmen at our age said like, nah, he's dead. And he was. They got him I don't know.
Yeah, that was like most every single dude that died was like that.
Yeah.
Just fucked up beyond belief.
Shitty titty committee.
Yeah, not the greatest day. But I remember seeing Hoover, R.I.P. Good dude. I remember seeing like his like fucked up, like really like deformed body kinda. And I remember like looking at his tattoo, and in my mind I'm like, I'm not retarded, but I'm like fucking weird. And I was like, dude, that's a nice tattoo. I might get that one day. You know, I'm like looking at this dude's tattoo, and I was like, man,
You should, I honestly think that'd be a great tattoo.
Yeah, so I remember looking at it, and I was like, man, dude, you know who also has that tattoo? It's Staff Sergeant Hoover. Oh my god, that's such a cool tattoo. And I'm like going around like, and you know, like everything all settles, and I'm like, hey, dude, where's Staff Sergeant tattoo, or where's Staff Sergeant Hoover? I'm gonna go tell him that some dude has like the same tattoo as him. And then Captain Bobby B was like, yeah, Staff Sergeant Hoover is no longer with us. And I was like, what? And I was so fucked up, I didn't even realize. I was like, dude, I'm retarded.
Yeah.
That dude who I thought had the same tattoo as Hoover was fucking Hoover. Oh my god. You know? Crazy.
That was a weird thing for me showing up to golf as a senior line. Our first range was a pistol range behind the golf barracks. And it was like Ahmed was there. And like, oh, this is our corpsman, Doc Ahmed. He's our special corpsman, Bob. You know, Bob.
I love Ahmed.
And I was like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm in the new senior line. I'm HM3. I'll edit that out. And and one of the dudes is a sergeant. It's like, I know you. I was just like, what? He's like, it's fucked up. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you were responding to Soviak, and I was right there. And you were like, what the fuck? He's like, he's dead. I was like, yeah, that's awkward. He's like, it is what it is, brother. Let's move on. I was like,
nice to meet you.
Yeah. He's a good guy. But
Cool.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
What do you remember?
Like right before or right after?
Yeah.
So we were in the canal, me and Max. We were at this little CP first, right by the van. And he suggested, like, hey, let's go over there and just start treating patients because they keep calling Corpsman up. And, you know, we were just running back and forth. So I'm over there with, do I just say names or are you going to bleep them out?
I can bleep him out if you want.
Yeah, just bleep them out. So me and him.
I'm not bleeping his name out. We've talked plenty of shit on Will. He's like, he's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we're just grabbing this guy who's just stuck on this slab of concrete. Just his leg is like pinned up against the crowd in this slab of concrete, and his body's just like kind of ragdolling. We just drag him out, and we just check him, make sure he's good to go, no broken legs or like he's in like crazy distress. We put him back in the canal, and that's when I like came out the fence area. You know where that hole in the fence was at? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I come out of there.
That fence made me cry. That hole in the fence, like not cry but tear up.
It's brutal.
Were you on like the road, and then the hole in the fence on the left? Were you on the road or were you past that hole?
I was on the road.
You're on the road? Okay.
Well, that was like right past the Abbey Gate Mini.
Mm-hmm. So where like the sniper tower was?
Yeah, I was just maybe like 10 meters past that gate.
I'm getting confused because there's 2 sniper towers. Anyway, I know where you are.
Well, I got the pictures, just like kind of like pinpoint location.
Yeah, I'll put them up in post. I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So I was like 10 meters past that little gate, and I remember seeing Max. I was like, hey, man, like, I'm just going to be right here, just standing by. Like, just let me know when you're done with your patient, and I'll just tag in, and I'll go in there and just, like, if there's any other patients, I'll like, treat them. And boom, shit fucking goes off, and I don't even know what happened. I just remember folding like an omelet. Like, I remember I felt like the top half of my body just, like, fall forward, but, like, the bottom was just already falling back. So when I, like, fell down, it just all this momentum just crashing down. And I was just looking at the sky. I couldn't feel nothing. I couldn't hear nothing. And I was like, fuck, like, am I dead? Like, is this it? Just calm, nothing. Then eventually, like, maybe.
Was there any pain or no?
Just none.
There's none.
Just nothing.
I
thought I was dying.
Could you hear? No.
Nothing. I couldn't hear for like a good few minutes.
Not like a wing.
No. Nah, I legit thought it was game over. So after like a good maybe, because time was just not like a factor anymore. So I didn't know how long, like how fast time was going or anything. So I was like, all right, I feel like it's been a minute. So I'm not dead. Something's happened. And that's when I feel like just getting dragged. I get dragged all the way to CP, which is probably like maybe 50 meters. You know where the van was at, where all the corpsmen were at? Mm-hmm. I don't know how far that was from the gate. But
like the higher ups and shit too?
Yeah, just like right there, like near the gate. I get dragged to there, and I see Ahmed, and that's when I can actually start hearing things. And he's like, oh, shit, it's Holli. Like, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. So that was like really heartwarming to hear. Like, the first thing to hear is Ahmed's voice. And
hey, man.
Yeah, and I just look at him, and I'm just like, pick me up, brother. Like, I can't breathe for shit. And once I, like, sit up, just all this blood out of my nose and mouth just falling out of my face. And I'm just choking. I see my staff sergeant, now Gunny. He's like, you're fucking cool. You're fucking cool. I'm just, like, giving him thumbs up, just letting him know I'm all right. And after that, I can't really remember too much. I remember seeing...
They fentanyl you up?
No, nothing.
What?
No.
Because you had head trauma?
There was
didn't they give you morphine?
Yeah, I got morphine.
When did you get the morphine, though?
A long time after that, I think. That's when they were loading us up, and I don't know how much time has went.
I mean, you went to the STP, and then you went to the Roll 2.
I didn't go to the STP. They just took me to the Roll 2.
Oh, okay.
The little hospital.
Dude, everybody always says, like, you'll never get morphine, so don't worry about it. I had morphine in Syria, and you got morphine.
I got morphine. I had morphine in my fucking hip pocket.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing, I'm just not going to name the name, but I remember seeing somebody getting carried on a riot shield. I see another gentleman getting his leg treated because, strapping onto the leg. I remember when I got to the main Abbey Gate, that's when I was just still sitting, just bleeding out of my face, and that's when I got wrapped up eventually. And I know Serrano escorted me all the way there, and
that's good. I
know there's just another gang of corpsmen just, trying to treat this one patient. And I remember Serrano's like, give him an NPA, blah, 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 and I see Zanika with the NPA. He's like, what do I lube it up with? And all I hear is like, use this fucking blood. And I was like, dude, like, don't. Like, I'm good right now.
Yeah. Don't touch me.
Yeah, and then, obviously, you shouldn't use an NPA and lube it up with blood because, eventually it's going to, coagulate. Yeah. And then when you yank it out, it's going to just fucking create more.
It's going to hurt like a bitch.
Yeah. Gnarly tampon, dude.
So, it's a good thing I just told him, like, hey, I'm good, brother. Eventually, I got loaded up on this fucking big-ass truck. Almost like a 7-ton, but obviously it's like just some hot-wired-ass car.
Meat wagon.
Yeah, and I see my platoon commander just right next to me, and he's just screaming, just cursing to the fucking skies. And I didn't know, but he was like, yeah, Dan, I saw you. You gave me a thumbs up, and you just coughed blood on me. I don't remember that. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And then, eventually we got to the hospital. They said I was walking around just trying to check on my own dudes, but I don't remember like that either. And then eventually I got loaded up onto the plane. I asked the Air Force chick, I'm like, hey, can I borrow your phone? And I just called my wife, and I'm like, hey, shit's happened. I got hurt. I'm okay. I'm going to be coming back to America. And then obviously that probably didn't go well after I hung up. She was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So, she called my old LPO in New Orleans, and somehow he just knows a lot of people and got like on a waiting list to see like my status in Germany. I was like,
yeah,
that's cool.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, eventually all that stuff. Oh, well, she's like, hey, I'm going to give you some morphine. I was like, I'm a corpsman, is that contraindicated with head injuries and that? She's just like on the mic for like 2 seconds, like, nah, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, dude, like this shit sucks. This shit's brutal. I didn't get to eat for like 3 days because, they got to worry about like gastro problems.
Yeah.
If anything. So I was just starving.
That was your only injury?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
But I don't know. It just seems a lot crazier on paper. I'm just like,
You seem to handle it pretty well.
I mean, what, like mentally or just like
talking about it, your day to day, just being like even keeled.
I think it's just because, man, I think about this a lot, and I'm a lot more comfortable talking to you guys about it. Like, if just some random schmuckatelli came up to me and was just talking about it, like,
oh yeah,
I'm not gonna talk about this, dude. But you guys were there too, so I mean, I talked to like Soviet's parents about it, so because I don't know, they just want to know, they just kind of want to know how like Max's like final moments were.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of like strong work, especially with the kids too. And I remember him talking about him having like foster like brothers, foster siblings. And I met a few of them too, because before we left this last time, Kip came to us when we were at the little hotel. They these are like my children right here, and we can obviously tell they're like foster kids.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's always heartwarming just to see them.
Yeah. Yeah. The last time I interacted with Max was I was handing out boxes of water and trying to give it to the women and children, and like the adult males were like taking the water from them. So I made sure it went in their hands. I'm having a hard time. It's like middle of the afternoon. I'm getting beat down by the sun, and I'm just like working, bringing out these water bottles from like the van area, the sniper tower, into like the area where the hole in the fence is. And my XO, just like, Doc, what did Sergeant blah, blah, blah say about rolled sleeves this morning? And I just looked at him. I was like, is this really what we're worried about? That's what you care about?
Dude, the priorities are always fucked up. It's stupid.
I'm like, I'm obviously not sitting on my ass right now. And like, that's all it was.
We could just pull up the Corpsman manual at this point. Like, hey, we can't be sleeping by the shitters. Can't be eating by the shitters. 100 feet, brother. Like, get away.
We're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep a night?
Yeah.
Even though we all did not sleep for days.
I've only got 30 minutes. Like.
That's a whole thing with me when it's like they want to nitpick about your haircut, your mustache, but there's something about them that is out of regs. Their sleeves are shitty. Their boots are raggedy. They're this or they're that, or they're breaking. They're not doing this the way they're supposed to actually be doing it. It's like, oh, you only care about this or that appearance wise, but everything else, that's good to go. You don't give a fuck. No big deal.
I've never understood the priorities with certain things in the Marine Corps. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
but it makes me angry. Like,
trust me, that
did you put in the EO complaint?
Yeah, you should.
How are they gonna know, Joe?
I put in a long-winded command survey about Camp Horno being the worst campus, truly, compared to 29 Palms. 29 Palms is like clean as fuck, new. I put in a huge thing, worst campus I've ever been to in the military.
Just like an essay?
Yeah.
Dude, I would like look at it and be like, I'm not going to read that.
No, yeah, that's fine. But at least I did my diligence, because it's like, oh, this shit counts. This is where you get the chow hall fixed. And it's like, dude, we have abandoned buildings with fucking wrought iron fucking
black
bars.
Mold.
Yeah.
Joe, I'd feel like you'd be that guy. If you broke up with your girl and just get that long essay of a text, you're going to be like, I'm not reading that.
Dude, I do that right now, man. I'm an asshole. I'm fucking bad.
Be a better dude, bro.
You've had a little too much to drink.
Not, dude, I'm bad, dude.
But the last time I saw Max,
Down bad.
right after my XO was like, Dog, what did Sergeant say about this morning about rolled sleeves? I was like, this is what we're worried about? And I'm like doing work, and that's all it was. I didn't say anything else. I just walked away. I have, I think, 2 cases of water, or maybe 1, and I'm like struggling.
You're strong, bro.
Dude, I'm so strong. And I'm struggling. You can see I'm struggling. I'm just like going back and forth, handing out water. It's scorching sun. And Max is like, you need help, bro? I'm just like, if you want. And he started helping me hand out water. He helped me on like 2-3 trips. It's really cool. I don't know. I know people talk about people after they're dead, that they're like, oh, this person was so good, and they turned out to be assholes. But I really don't believe that about him. Every interaction, there was about 5 interactions. He was also always a homie.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
He's a cool dude.
He was a cool dude. Yeah.
I've only had like 1 bad interaction with them, but that's something I prompted because when I came to the unit, obviously from a blue side command.
You were in the same platoon, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously I started out as an airman, did join 2015.
Which is your fault.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You should not have done that. It ended up working out, but you shouldn't have done that.
You shouldn't.
Can you cut that out?
Yeah.
So joining in 2015 as an airman because, I was a hood rat, man. I got arrested before I joined the Navy. All right. All right. And eventually I became a corpsman because the career counselor was like, hey, choose the job now. I was like, tight. Became a corpsman, went Corps School 2017, Field Med 2017 as well, then a Blue Side Command for 3 years. So obviously I'm just getting really complacent. 1 year in medical record, like,
Yeah.
yeah, just straight medical record. You're not going to, like, remember how to fucking medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, Alpo and Med Home Port, and I didn't do too much. Well, no, I did a lot. My doctor sucked. So, and then I go green side and just, this fat, like, weak unit of a dude just, like, going green side and just going to go P2 at Marines and just die on every PT workout. But, the thing is just to don't quit, right?
Yeah.
So eventually we go to Jordan, I'm just PTing and, just trying to get, like, a better medicine because I didn't go to CTM. Because either way, if I did go to CTM, all you guys got kicked out of the class for COVID.
Yeah. Insect core screener, yeah.
Yeah. So
COVID was sick, yeah.
Yeah, so all those guys got kicked out, but I was on house hunting leave.
Yeah.
So either way, if I went, I would have got kicked out as well. And then
That's my fault.
was it yours? Were you the COVID guy?
No, but they're like, were you close to this guy? And I was just like, yeah.
All of those guys right there. You just ratted out everybody in the
No,
class.
I was just like, I was just telling you. I tell the truth to my fault sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, we were.
Yeah.
I was sitting on a couch next to the motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, we all were. So.
Yeah.
But either way, we go to Jordan. I don't have like the best TCCC, medicine, whatever. And eventually we go to Quesadic, this like really prestigious like military training place. And we're just learning. And my medicine's just ass. I turn to get a guy, like a cherry picker. Dude had a phone in his pocket the whole time. So I was like, dude, that's an ineffective tourniquet.
That's pressure dressing right there, dude. That's good. That's
it's going to help. Yeah. So, after that, they're like, he's dead. Like, you fucked up, dog. And I was like, fuck. So that's when Max was like trying to, give me the moto speech and like the shit on me speech. Like, if you want to be green side, you got fucking work for it, blah, blah, blah. And then he like proceeds to like fucking IT me. So we just like run. I'm just full kit and he's just, slick.
He's a fit dude.
Yeah, he's built. He was trying to go like put a special.
He's trying to go SMT.
Yeah. So, we're just doing like running and we're just doing burpees. He's just hazing me for medicine. I'm like, all right. That's the only bad experience I had besides that.
I don't think that's a bad experience, though.
No. And, it's all about being humble too,
Yeah.
If you're trash, like don't try to like argue or anything.
Yeah.
Just learn from the experience. I'm not perfect. That's why when you guys are like, oh, this is the Cormorant right here, Purple Heart car. I'm just like, dude, I'm just an average Joe.
I never said that.
I said that. I'll say that again. Purple Heart car, blown up in Afghan.
I'm just an average Joe. Yeah. The guy who also lost all his like SIF gear and shit. So
I think you're good, though.
Yeah.
No, dude. I mean.
Oh, that shit got stolen out of my car. I didn't lose it. All right.
No, yeah.
For the record. But, you got to humble yourself and just learn from the experiences.
Yeah.
And that's
I think if you can shut the mouthpiece and fucking eat some humble pie.
You got to learn your place, trash. Like that kind of thing, And I was like, all right, I'm going to like this guy. He's obviously been with the unit longer. He's been to CTM. He has like all the TCCC knowledge that I'm fucking craving. So I'm going to like shut the fuck up and just learn. And it was always fun just doing all those like Valkyrie and just running through like little scenarios. And I remember Ahmed doing his training on me. This man did not wear gloves and was doing his whole TCCC assessment on me and just wiping sweat. Because, you know, Jordan's going to be like 100 plus, wiping sweat off his forehead. And he's like, all right, I'm going to check the mouth. And I was like, all right. So he's going to like, you know, verbally check my mouth. Fucking raping my mouth with his finger. And I was like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? He didn't wear gloves. And me and Garcia and him were just having a laugh for 5 minutes. It's good times.
Yeah, I did. I like Valkyrie. I felt like it was my moment to like shine because I got kicked out of Syria. I was in HNS and like, you're going to Valkyrie.
Dude, I love Valkyrie.
And it was me and Cornitas, and he was bummed out. He's like, dude, fuck the pin, fuck Valkyrie. This is bullshit. He wasn't doing well at first. So I was like, bro, here are my notes. We can go through this. I had it written like an algorithm. This happens, do this. That happens, do that. I was like, let's just go over it. We'll fucking go through. His first run was bad. That's why I was bummed. And then he fucking...
Mine too.
You
talking about CTM?
No, Valkyrie. We did like an in-house. And like Chandler ran it. Mam ran it.
Doing a PSAP?
No, it was...
when we got back?
Arif John, Al-Jabber, whatever.
Oh. I wasn't there for that. Damn.
Yeah, maybe you didn't get tapped to do it. But so we did it. He was my partner. He's my homie. And he's just like bummed out. He's like, fuck all this shit. This shit's dumb. I was like, bro, no, this is medicine. This is good. This is good. We're going to do this. You're going to get better. It's fine. And, but I beat Chandler's fastest score on like getting blood into the patient. And like, I felt like that was my moment to shine. Like, oh, this dude's a shitbag. He lost his security clearance. He got kicked out of Syria. Because I was being treated that way.
Mm-hmm. You guys want some nuts?
D's nuts?
D's nuts? Yeah, I'll take some nuts. I'll pass it around, bro. Dude, Valkyrie's fun, dude.
It was fun. I'm also trying to blood dope. Not really. I know how to blood dope, and I found the perfect patient, some sniper with the same blood type. And I was just like, I'm a pussy. I'm not doing this.
I'm O-neg if you want some blood.
Damn.
Nah, dude.
He just has herpes, and you just get it.
Yeah,
I just give you like Hep
I should have
C.
screened it. Well, you learn from mistakes.
You
had high titers.
Valkyrie's a good time, dude. I love teaching Valkyrie.
Dude, CTM is a good class. It's a good, like
I'm
a lot of knowledge. I wish I went through that before deployment.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed. I probably won't get to go.
Where?
CTM?
Why not? Just go to January.
It's a tough course, dude.
It's a waste of a spot.
Not for you.
I don't think so.
You're a corpsman.
All
your job is to know medicine.
That's why I'm bummed out, man.
Or you're not staying in?
Probably not. I'm probably not going to pass my board next Friday.
Are you going to hire tenure?
I'm already technically higher tenure.
Well, you got to subtract those years, don't you?
Yeah, you do. On paper, yes. Technically, I'm not higher tenure, but I'm hitting as higher tenure because...
I'm pretty sure you could put a waiver in. Isn't there like an instruction that came out like before we left to Bridgeport?
You guys
you
in
could
those
be
instructions.
in like 12 years, dude.
Yeah, whatever. But it's like my pin, right? So if I get selected for the orders I want, which is Texas in a specific area,
Texas,
I will lose those orders once I dink because I get a SPE eval. I'll go to needs of the Navy. They will send me to fucking Bangor,
Corpus Christi.
That's 3 hours from where I'm trying to live, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not driving.
Not even if those were the bottom of the barrel orders.
Dude, 3 hours? You want me to commute 3 hours?
That's not bad. It's just enough to be annoying. Plus, gas in Texas is probably cheaper than here.
3 hours?
To get a Prius.
Bro.
Yeah, 3 hours is a long time.
That's insane.
That's how much I drive on a daily.
Yeah, hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
It would be 6 hours total.
Dude, I don't know. I love driving.
Fuck that, dude.
I love my family.
It's a quarter of a day.
I already am frustrated from work, and like it's bleeding into my family life. So, like, nah.
Spend the time in the car all together.
Not family. Yeah, let's all go to work.
Dude, families in the military, rough. What?
Don't you take your kid to work? Yeah,
I do.
Oh,
Wait,
I've seen him around.
If my baby mom was watching this, I do not. But yes, I do take my kid to work a lot.
That's awesome.
He's great.
Dude, I want to bring my bulldog to work, but I don't think it's a bad idea.
Ma'am did.
No, it might be a bad idea. He's a puppy. He's stubborn, man.
He gonna bite?
No, but he will probably shit, and I don't want to clean that.
That's fine. My dog shit right in the middle of like a REI.
I don't want to clean that though.
Like
And it
instantly.
smells. It stinks.
Dude, my dog was so weird. My pit. There was like this.
And his farts.
It's called like Massey Oak or something like that. It was like a small REI type place, outfitter.
Yeah.
I was like, is it cool if I bring my dog in? They're like, oh, yeah, cool. 5 minutes in, took a shit on the carpet. I'm like, I'm so sorry. They're like, it's all good.
That ain't gonna bust
I left it.
Loved it. Hey, who's cleaning this up?
Yeah.
Is this you?
My wife is tired of like my gay jokes. She's like,
I had a long conversation with Oliveira about that.
Is his too much or what?
No,
his is not enough.
I thought about this last night as I was going to sleep because these new HM2s, fucking the guy that replaced me and the other dude.
Are we gonna get canceled for this?
What are you talking about? Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
Gay jokes. Gay jokes.
Yeah,
Gay jokes.
I think they're good dudes.
No, gay jokes. Gay jokes. And I find that very funny.
Sure.
And in the field one time, I was talking to Oliveira. I was like, I just think gay jokes are funny.
Yeah.
But if you touch me on my shoulder and you like are doing some actual gay stuff and it's not a joke, I'll be offended.
Then it's really fun.
I'll be offended. I'm not anti-gay people at all. I think gay jokes are funny, but real gay stuff, if you're like actually trying to hit them, I'll get annoyed and upset. You know, I don't know what it is about. And we kind of broke it down a little bit. Like, I grew up in the Jackass era. It was a lot of gay jokes. I don't know. I just think that's like my sense of humor.
Actually, so now that you say this, I almost got in a fight with a gay guy. Not because he's gay, but
So now that sounds like it's anti-gay because you didn't want to fight him because he's gay.
I'm confused. No, but I went to a bar, right, in
Gay
Carlsbad.
bar? Yeah.
No, just a regular bar.
You sure?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Okay.
I actually do love gay bars. They buy me drinks. It's a good time.
Now
Gay
you're
bars.
taking advantage.
You
100%.
You live such an interesting
I'm poor,
life.
dude. I got to do what I got to do.
You're
Did
not
you end
poor.
up watching Brokeback Mountain?
No, I do want to watch that, though.
Oh,
So
dude,
the plot.
I have a story about that this morning.
Dude, so I used to go to a gay bar called Soho in southern Spain. Whew, dude, the best. The best. They used to have drag shows.
Super hot gays.
Dude, there was just gays everywhere. They used to buy me drinks. They'd want to, like, party and, like...
Did you take women with you?
Yeah, I would go with chicks, yeah.
I wasn't convinced by that.
Dude, I went with chicks. I went with all dudes. I went by myself. Dude, it was a blast.
Whoa.
Anyways.
What's your number again?
For what?
Price point?
Oh, price point? No comment.
By yourself?
Oh, 100%. Dude, it was a
It's
great
like
time.
it's like Bobby
It was,
G all
it was
over,
in
man.
Cadiz,
Gee,
a city in southern Spain. It
memory.
was so much fun. Anyways, but I'm in Carlsbad, and this guy comes up to me, and he goes, hey, my name is fucking Paul or whatever. And he's like, by the way, I'm gay.
Paul.
Yeah, like some...
Logan
like,
Paul?
No. But like some like generic like white guy name. He's like, oh, by the way, I'm gay. Like blah blah. And he starts talking, and I was like, dude, like, I don't care what you do in the comfort of your home, like in your bedroom. That's literally none of my business. And he's like, I just wanted to let you know I'm gay. And I was like, again, like, I have never introduced myself. Say, hi, my name is Joe. I'm straight. Like, what the fuck? Like, no one cares who you fuck, right? I was like, dude, I don't care who you.
Wait, what
you
was
do.
this at?
It was in Carlsbad. And I was like, dude, I don't care what you do in the bedroom. And he's like, you don't care that I'm gay? I was like, no. Like, fuck who you want, dude. Like, fuck off. And he was like, oh, like, are you being offensive? Like, you don't respect my rights? And I was like, dude, I don't care who you fuck. Like, go slay. Fuck 100 dudes. Suck 100 dicks. I don't care what you do. Like, leave me alone. I don't give a fuck. And he was just like, oh, you're anti-gay. And I was like, dude, what? And, like, we ended up arguing, and we ended up almost fighting this guy. And I was like, dude, I'm going to fight you just because, like, you're pissing me off. Like, fuck you, dude. You know? And he was like, oh, you don't respect gay rights. And I was like, dude, why do you have to introduce me saying that you're gay? Like, that's not a character trait.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what you do. Like, I don't
Those
care.
aren't pronouns, dude.
Yeah, those aren't pronouns. Like, dude, like, fuck off.
I'm a gay firefighter. Oh, you mean you're a firefighter?
You're a firefighter. Yeah, like, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm a straight corpsman.
That happened in Airf
Like,
John.
fuck off.
It's like, it was Pride Month. It was like a whiteboard as you left the chow hall. It's like right on the whiteboard, why, and there's these dry erase markers, why you're proud. And it was like, I'm super straight. I'm proud to be white and not ashamed and like all this shit. And they immediately took it down.
Nice. But, dude, like, it pisses me off. I'm like, dude, I don't care that you're gay. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. That's none of my business. The only business it is who's also in that bedroom with you. Like, literally fuck off.
Do you know what he was approaching you about?
Dude, he literally was just introducing himself. And we're, like, drinking, and, like, I was like, dude, I don't I don't get it. And he was like, what? I was like, why did you do that? Like
He was hitting on you.
You're a Karen, dude.
Dude, I was being a Karen. I was fucking pissed off. I was like, dude, like, no, I want you to stop because you're going to do this to the next guy. And that dude's not going to say shit, but I'm going to say shit. Like, fuck you. Like, I don't care that you're gay. Fuck off.
Dude, tell him that Karen story about the guy just looking down.
Oh, and dicks?
You tell me
Dude.
if that was warranted or unwarranted.
Dude. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm at Dick's buying something.
Dicks.
Yeah, Dick's.
It's
And
Richards.
this... What?
Go on.
It's Richard. And this dude... Now, I'm buying something at Dick's. I love Dick's, first off. Their Yeti collection.
I bet
off
you
the
love
charts.
Dick's, dude.
I do. The
Hit
Yeti
that
collection is
vape.
off the charts.
The wide variety.
Yeah. Dude, they got like every color. It's the best. Anyways, so I go in there and I start buying something. And I go to the counter and I was like, hey, like, I'd like to purchase this. I'm trying to return this, blah, blah, blah. And he's like talking to me like this. He's like yeah, anyways, so, yeah, like, and he's like looking down, like mumbling. And I was like, dude, can you speak up? I can't really hear. And he's like, what? And I like put my ear to him. I'm like, hey, bro, like, what are you saying? And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, you can't return this. And like, this is not half off. And I was like, dude, who the fuck are you looking at? And he was looking at the ground. And I was like, dude, can you like look at me when you're talking to me? And he's like what, sir? And it was super weird. And I was like, dude, first off, speak up. Second off, like, look at me when you speak to me, And I was being a total Karen and I was pissed off. And he's just like, I'm sorry, sir. And I was like, dude, are you okay? Like, who the fuck are you talking to right now? And I was so mad. I was being an asshole for no reason. But it was weird.
Warranted or unwarranted?
I don't think it was warranted. I'll say that.
Who? Joe or the worker?
Joe.
Took a really big hit.
Yeah, dude. I thought you were about to just pass out.
That's how I do it every
I got eye
time.
gel, man.
Every time.
You got an eye gel? Yeah, I was mad. I was like, dude, look up when you talk to
Joe,
me.
was Joe warranted?
I don't feel like you heard any of that.
I see both sides. I did. I see both sides. This dude might just be socially awkward.
Sure.
He might be a...
What if he just had a bad neck, bro?
Dude, he was like this.
And he's just tired of explaining his, like...
I'm sorry, sir. Like, fucking, I'm like, dude, I can't hear shit. First off, I definitely can't hear you.
He might have been
Like,
literally
what?
a special needs hire.
When's the last time you did an audiogram, brother?
Dude, my hearing sucks.
I have 35 and 45% hearing
You're
loss.
Preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
You also have hearing loss, yeah.
It was...
Just one here.
It was an issue. All of the things went under the radar. But joining the Navy with my hearing was an issue.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it, though, because, like, my girl will say something to me, and I can't hear her, and I just, like, pretend she didn't say anything at
My
all.
wife gets mad if
Like-
I, like, look at something else when she's talking to me. She's like, are you even paying attention? I'm like, yes. Yes, I am.
I'm
And
multitasking.
then when I ask her for clarification, she got mad at me the other day.
It's like, I
"You-
hate repeating myself.
She's like, do you even listen? I'm like,
No.
you negate how much I have going on. I have a lot going on.
Busy, man.
I am.
You got shit to do, shit to be.
I have-
whatever.
And she'll start hitting me with dates, and I'm so bad with dates.
I think it's just a guy issue. I think it's just a guy issue.
Really?
I'm pretty sure a lot of the guys have the same situation. Just like, we suck at listening.
Yeah.
We don't remember dates that well. We
think
just don't remember well in general.
I think I'm a good listener.
I'm a horrible listener.
My girl says I'm an asshole all the time.
I try to use
You're
the
an
hearing.
asshole,
I try to use the hearing
yo.
loss in my advantage, but it doesn't work. 'Cause
You
she's
actually
like,
do
I'm
have
talking
hearing
into
loss,
your good ear. I'm like, you're not wrong.
I'm not going to lie. I think I need therapy.
with hearing.
Physical therapy,
No, like
occupational
talking to
therapy.
somebody.
Like
I
Abby,
tried it and
like
I was
Abby
like,
ate
this
car
sucks.
hearing.
Just
Or
life,
therapy?
brother.
Oh, okay.
Just life.
I tried it and I got a 45-minute like mental health education. I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll just be mentally just fucked up for the rest of my life.
Should have been like, hey, I watched all my friends die, and I got blown up, and can I like talk to someone? And they're like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, I talked to the Oscar. Well, not the Oscar, the BH Tech. And I feel like he did a better job than the actual,
Oscar itself.
not the Oscar, the psychiatrist.
That's the Oscar, yeah.
No, because there's the Oscar and then there's the other. Like,
So there's a psychiatrist and the psychologist. They're both the Oscar.
oh, I get. Oh,
Yeah,
never
it's
mind.
like one of the same.
Can you cut that out?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, it's the Oscar team. So the BHT, the psychologist, and psychiatrist.
I
They're
heard
all
they
the same.
suck.
The BH Tech did a good job. He made me cry. Yeah. But yeah.
It's okay, bro.
I didn't. Yeah.
It's okay.
The
I wish I could cry more.
The
Yeah.
psychiatrist
And then
sucks.
when and I just got this 45-minute education. I was like, man, I need to get a referral out in town.
Yeah. Like they just talked at you for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't help you.
Like, the main question, what brings you in today?
Yeah.
And I just ranted for like 5-10 minutes, and then just the whole hour just went by from them talking the whole time. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like,
They don't have good reviews at all.
I know,
on Yelp.
One star on Yelp. HKI as well. But,
0 if they could, but you can't.
Yeah. We've had a bunch of dudes complain.
Yeah, I know a guy. He's one of our peers. He went there with issues.
Starts with an H.
Okay.
You talking about?
Damn.
There you go.
Damn.
You could have to cut that out.
Edit
No,
that shit
because he's talked to me about it too. So
Yeah, he didn't.
we're gonna have to bleep that out, huh?
Yeah, both of them.
Are you just gonna have to like cut it out, or do you just bleep it out?
I'll
or
bleep it unless it's something like so brutal.
Is it more work to bleep or cut out?
It's the same amount. Once it's all about being fuck, dude, we're digressing. It's all about like you learn it and it's like, oh, this is easy. And then you don't do it for a month.
It's easy, but I'm assuming it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because especially because it's a 3-camera podcast.
Because I was trying to because I'm a fucking meme lord. So
Yeah. Make the memes, dude.
Yeah, dude. To cut out and add to like another picture, it's kind of a little bit a lot of work. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Maybe I just suck and I'm just retarded. Do you have to bleep that out too?
No, I don't. We're not monetized. Once I get to 1,000, I'm at 100.
Like subscribers?
Yeah. Once I'm at 101, like you can't say fuck, retard, fag, bitch.
But they can go back and be
Cunt,
like,
horse,
get this
slut,
guy canceled
No, it's per episode.
pussy.
On YouTube, it's per episode.
per episode.
That's why Joe Rogan be like, don't play that. We'll get demonetized. Because he'd miss out on like fucking 25,000, 75,000 an episode if he lost monetization for an episode.
Wow.
Anyway,
Again?
so this person went to the Oscar and was seeing him for a while. And then he got a referral out into town, was seeing a civilian.
Mm-hmm.
When he went back to the military Oscar and told them, I'm seeing a civilian out in town, he said this person was acting like a girlfriend that he was cheating on. Like,
That's exactly
yeah,
what
just
he
like,
was telling me.
I can't believe, I don't know the words, but just like the sentiment was, you're cheating on me with another psychiatrist. It's just like, why did they send those people to Victor 2-1? That's insane to me. In the past 10 years in the history of the Marine Corps, we are the people that need the most mental health. And you sense some people are just like, oh, I heard stories about people calling and wanted to talk. And they like cut them off like, hey, look, if you're just trying to get medication, that is something we can do. But if you're trying to just like look for a place to vent, like this isn't the avenue. And you're like,
Wow.
What?
Like, thanks.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
So when we got back, obviously I work at the RAS, the fucking
Regimental aid station.
regimental aid station. I'm the Sickle Super 2-1.
Can you
Sick
cut that
call
out?
Supervisor. Yeah, I'll cut everything. I'll just blink the whole.
Oh, I can't say that?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so I work at the RAS, right? So every patient that comes in through 2-1, I see.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like a ton of fucking dudes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Right? But yeah, a ton of fucking dudes, right? And so when we got back, it was like, dude, it was like every day, like 5, 6, 10, 15 dudes trying to be seen by the Oscar. It was like insane, which good, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
people,
but it was bad.
so like people should seek mental help, right? And like we would bring them back. People would be like, hey, like what are you trying to be seen for? And they'd be like, oh, like I watched my friend die. I'm like doing like a shit ton of, like stuff. And like, like I drink all the time to like make myself feel better. And like I can't sleep at night. And like my girlfriend or my wife or my husband or whatever the fuck, like, thinks I have a problem. And like they try to wake me up and I like freak out. And I'm like, no shit, right? Like crazy, right? Like you saw your friends die. It makes sense. And so we'd be like, okay, cool. Like we'll send you a referral to the Oscar team. Like we love the Oscar team. Like they're the best. And yeah, we got like a ton of bad like reviews and stuff. And like they would like quote and say like, oh, like they told me like, do I want meds or like what? Cause like that's all we're going to get. And I'm like, I swear, like, that's not what mental health care is like. And they're like, really? And I'm like, it's, like, I'm sorry, but, like, it is better than that.
I did get better mental health with Wounded Warrior because you have to, once you get out there, I think it's just because all the 2-1 guys, when we got to Wounded Warrior, they're like, hey, it's a requirement that you have to, like
good. They should have done that with the entire battalion. Yeah. Or with everyone that was there, 100%.
And they were good over there.
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't know. I probably just didn't take advantage of it because I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. But
this is what happens. This is what I saw. This is how I feel. I'm fucking all right. Like, send me back to my unit. And I didn't get back to the unit for a long time, man. And there was just a lot of admin stuff. And I was like, look, I'm ready. I just want to go back to the unit.
I felt bad for you. I felt bad for you because I took over, right? I took over golf. Mm-hmm. And they offered it to you first, right?
Yeah, but it was under, like, new management.
Right.
And you know what? He told me.
Wasn't the homies, you know?
Yeah. They were like, hey, you know, once you come back to Ghost, we'll make sure you don't do, like, any of the hikes and all the, like, the bullshit. And I'm like, dude, like, that's not, like, what it's all about. Like, there's a lot of people who used to be there that are not there anymore.
Yeah.
That I would love to, like, be with.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's not about, like, the bullshit. It's about, like, the people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes, like, every command. It's all about the people. Like,
yeah.
You know, command politics and all that. Like, nobody cares about that. It's always about the people.
Yeah.
So.
I really like Ghost now, but it was, I remember you showed up. I was like, I think I literally texted you, like, I need your gun and your badge. And you're like, what? I was like, I need your med bag. And you're like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
And I was on this, like, hunt for med bags. Because, like, certain dude said his got blown up. This dude, no. I have, like, 4 med bags. I'm supposed to have 10. Like, it was this, there was no organization of the quad cons. The previous senior line had a turnover with your senior line, and, like, it didn't go well. And that dude disappeared for 3 weeks, and, like, it was a shit show.
It was a hot mess.
And then you showed up, and they're just like, you're like helping Torres or something like that, or what was your job?
When I got back to the unit,
yeah,
just work under him as, like, sick calls, like, soup, and then like the next month is when they sent me to CTM.
Yeah,
I'm like the worst teacher, dude.
You got like bad. You got like fed to the wolves. I was like, yeah, dude, this dude's like recovering still.
I didn't even know what I was doing, like, and then they put me in 81s for a little, and then I just have been doing nothing, like, this whole year until I got supply. But then we went to Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't know what I'm doing. Well, now I'm doing supply, but, like, I'm still just lost in the sauce, just going with the emotion.
That's why I don't want to be supply. I take over records because I can at least see it. Supply is just hidden.
Yeah, I'm just like,
there's just stuff.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Hats off to you.
See.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, dude, it was, like, super unfortunate, because all these dudes would fucking come in and they'd be like, we know his name. I won't say his name, obviously, but
he'll bleep it out.
No.
I'll say it.
There was a dude, and he came in and he was like, "Yo, dude, like, so every time I go to bed, I see." He's a Marine.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. He was in golf. So he was like, every time I go to bed, dude, I see dead babies in suitcases. Right. So a lot of the Afghanis, they would put their kids in suitcases, thinking that they could fucking bring them through. And we're like, "Yo, like, this kid is dead. You killed your child. Like, what the fuck?" Right? Like, it was horrible, awful, like, horrific shit. And he's like, "Dude, every time I go to bed, like, I see fucking dead babies in suitcases." And he's like, "Dude, I'm trying to have a kid. My fucking wife is all pissed off at me because, like, I keep having nightmares and I keep freaking out. Like, oh my God." And he goes to the object team, comes back, and he's just like, "Yeah, dude, this shit's kind of gay. Like, this ain't it." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry that you think it's gay, because it shouldn't be gay, right? Like, that's horrible that you have this, like, shit going on." And he's like, "Dude, fuck it. I'm gonna just go work out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go run."
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "I'm gonna go work out, run, and, like, drink and shit. Whatever. My kid will be born soon." And I'm just like, dude,
yeah.
Oh my God.
He's doing a lot better.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish the situation with 2-1 coming back was better.
Well, have we all worked in hospitals? Mm-hmm. No. Dude, hospitals are just a numbers game because a doctor has, like 200 patients, something like that?
Some shit. I don't know.
Some crazy amount of patients. If every single one of those patients said, "I need to get seen," it can't be done.
No.
There's not enough time in the month.
That's why stuff's always like booked out like a month or two in advance.
So it's just this insurance game, right? If everybody got into a car wreck and was like, I need to get paid out from my insurance, they would go bankrupt. Mm-hmm. This lottery insurance thing, like, so it's fucked. My kid's sick. Oh, we need to take him to the kid doctor. And pediatrics, right? We need to take him to the pediatrician.
You gonna say pedophile?
No, we need to take him to podiatry to get the kid checked out for his foot, right?
The foot doctor.
Yeah, I used to not understand the difference. I was like, oh, dude, I'm doing my clinicals from core school, and podiatry. And they're like, yeah, that's feet, dude. You're not doing pediatrics. I was like, oh, this is a bunch of stale ass feet.
Did you always have your socks off?
Yeah, you're supposed to have your shoes off, but it's whatever.
Fuck.
Dude, be better, dude.
That's on me. Where are you guys' shoes at?
Downstairs.
It's a no shoe household.
Damn.
I said it.
So my house is so dirty because I'm a pro shoe household.
That's on me.
I can sleep on the floor because there's never been shoes on it.
You just lay out your ISO mat.
Yes. Yeah.
You were saying?
I don't remember. They can't, dude. There was a 2-week wait for my kid when he was like sick. My wife's like, no, they won't see him because he's sick because of COVID. All they do is vitals and checkups and like benchmarks.
Dude, COVID like legitimately ruined my life.
Yeah. So we would just go to Ready Meds, and I found out that they don't charge for family members to go to Ready Meds. You don't have to report anything. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so this is what we did. Like, fuck Navy medicine. 2 weeks out, my kid's sick now. In 2 weeks, he'll be better, but we want him to feel better. We want medicine. We want to make sure he doesn't have the flu. Like, nah, he has COVID-like symptoms. Can't do it. Dude, I have 200 patients. I can't see you.
I think it's really weird that we work in Navy medicine and people shit on Navy medicine. Like, hard. They're like, this shit
shit on it.
Like,
It's a bad system.
It is a bad system, but like people would come to me at the RAS and be like, dude, Navy medicine fucking sucks. And I'm like, I think I'm pretty cool.
Really?
You know, like,
you're not Navy medicine.
Like, I work in Navy medicine. I think I'm all right.
Really break this down, though.
Are you dehydrated? You have not used the bathroom once.
Yeah. I don't drink water. It's an issue. It's why I'm fat.
I gotta go use the
What?
bathroom.
Okay.
I don't think being fat and dehydration correlate, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Also, I don't think you're fat, by the way.
it's the functions of your systems. Your systems work so much better when they're hydrated. So therefore, like, have you not seen that video of that? I think she's European. She's British, whatever, European, and she's like, I drank so many liters of water, like a gallon of water, comparable, a day for 60 days, and her face just like, she looks like a smoker, and it just rejuvenates, and she gets younger. She does a photo every single day.
So the only reason why I drink water is because I feel like shit when I work out. Or
I feel like shit.
Yeah, like if I don't drink water. Mm-hmm. I don't like drinking water. I prefer fucking Monster and whiskey and shit, right?
Yeah.
But like you saw me on a run yesterday.
Yeah.
I felt horrible.
Yeah.
And I was dehydrated. I was like, oh, this sucks. Like, you know, granted, like you do the run and suck it up, but I just personally feel better when I take care of my body.
Oh, yeah.
Like I drink maybe like once a month, if that.
I drink every day.
Yeah, my baby mama might say I drink like every day, but really I only drink like once a month. Only just to like work out and do the shit.
I don't get drunk, but I usually have a couple beers, and I kind of don't want to. I'm not the best dad, husband, you know, with a few beers. I mean, I'm not an abusive piece of shit, but you know, my tolerance is shorter. Yeah. A little quicker to anger.
People might think I'm an abusive piece of shit, but I swear I'm not.
I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not.
I am.
Yeah. No. Cancel them.
Dude, actually, I told you about what happened in San Diego, right?
Mm-mm.
So I might have told you.
Another Joe story. Here we go.
Yeah, I might have told you in Bridgeport.
You beating women, brother?
Dude, so this dude came up to me, and he was talking about my baby mama, right? Mm-hmm. And I didn't say anything. I was just like, I was sitting there just doing my thing. I was like, whatever, like, you know, okay, like someone knows my baby mama, cool, fuck that. And he's like, oh, dude, like, you know, the baby daddy, biggest piece of shit, fucking beats her, does all this gnarly shit. Like, dude, like, he's like this ogre, deadbeat piece of shit guy, fucking sucks, like, you know, like this horrible, horrible dude. And I start talking to him, right? And I'm like, hey, man, nice to meet you, dude. My name's Joe. what's your name? And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, cool. And we start hanging out and like, dude, like,
Dude, dox him. What's his name?
What?
Dox him. What's his name?
I actually don't remember who he
fuck.
was. He was like this random dude that works where she works, right? And so, dude, I talked to this guy for like 2 hours, right? Just hanging out, shooting the shit, have a beer or two. And he's like, dude, like, you're such a cool dude. Like, dude, like, we should hang out sometime. I was like, yeah, dude, fuck that. Like, absolutely not. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, like, you just, like, he's like, dude, you just shit on my life for hours, right? And he was like, excuse me? And I was like, dude, I am that guy that you were shitting on. Like, you just shit on me to my face.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you who I was. But, like, what? He's like, wait, like, you don't beat her? And I was like, nah, dude. He's like, oh, my God, like, I thought you did. I thought you were, like, this horrible fucking monster. I was like, no, dude, I'm, like, an average, like,
Joe.
Yeah, I'm like
hey.
average Joe.
Hey.
Dude. And I was like, dude, I'm, like, an awkward, like, skinny white guy. Like,
Yeah.
no. And he's like, I thought you were, like, a drug addict and, like, you beat women and children. And I was like, dude, like, no, like, fuck you.
I got shitted on for my hands. They're like, it's pretty feminine. I was like, come on, man. Like,
You got feminine hands?
do I?
I don't think so.
A girl in high school said I didn't have any calluses on my hands and they were soft.
That's exactly what was told to me
Do
yesterday.
you guys not have calluses in you?
And
I
then
have calluses.
And then
I 100% have calluses.
that was like 8th grade. And then at the end of the year, I started working. I wanted to play football. I started doing Olympic weightlifting, like getting
Just
bloody
rubbing
calluses and
sandpaper
shit,
on your
dude.
hands.
They were gnarly after that, but yeah, fuck them.
Dude, men's hands should be calloused.
Fuck you, dude. Don't tell me what to do.
100%.
I'll spend my money on
So I should
whiskey I'm going
stop.
to throw out.
Stop using weight gloves at the gym.
You use gloves?
Use
Dude,
gloves.
come on, man.
Dude, we
I
use
was
Dude,
just
don't use
I don't.
I feel like Ahmed uses gloves.
Dude, my dad uses gloves.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I shit on him like, dude, you're a faggot.
He's old.
He has
You
cancer.
probably got to bleep that one out.
He has cancer. He has cancer. It's all right. Whatever.
What, his dad being a faggot?
He's not a faggot. I just think it's a faggot move to wear gloves.
So let's.
You bleep dad out.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I did that in my last senior line sink in golf company. We're in the conference room upstairs, and like Gunny like gives it over to me. I'm like, am I good to like keep? They say, yeah, just do all the medical shit. I'm like, all right. I'm like, yeah, we got pre-deployment shit coming up. So I know it's all fucking gay and shit, but I was like, sorry and stuff. Like I didn't even like correct myself on the actual bad word I used. I don't mean gay in a derogatory way towards gay people.
You just sidetrack from the whole topic. You're like,
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. And then I think the word fag is used like South Park uses it. It's like, no, it's nothing to do with your sexuality. You're being a loud, obnoxious piece of shit that is a fag.
Being a faggot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hit the you hit the RGO, you hit the hard GOT.
GOT,
Yeah.
yeah.
got.
Dude, I remember my dad coming home. My brother's gay. I know I said this, but my brother's gay. And he's not a faggot. He's really not. But he is gay. But he is gay. I remember sometimes like just looking at him and like me and my dad would be like, oh, dude, he's kind of being a faggot right now. You know? And he'd be like, what? And we're like, we're not saying
Cancel
you're
culture.
Yeah, we're not saying you're gay. Just right now you're just kind of being a faggot.
Yeah.
50% of this whole video is gonna be bleeps.
I'm not gonna bleep out fag. I'll bleep out people's names. That's it.
Garcia. Edgar Garcia.
Edgar Garcia? I thought it was David. Yeah.
Like, I have 3 more podcast channels.
Yeah.
He has
I'll
a
pop
fallback.
up somewhere.
Fucking dude. Yeah, growing up, that shit was funny, dude. I love that stuff.
Wait, where'd you get this? I remember you're saying someone was talking down on it.
Talking down. They were talking shit on me because I didn't know the bridge. I don't know the name of the bridge.
Isn't this from New Orleans?
Yeah, it's from New Orleans.
I remember driving through that thing every
Down in that corner, that's the Mardi Gras Center. They have like, it's where like the floats and stuff is built.
Dude, someone got ran over during COVID.
Oh, dude, people
From a
die in
float.
New Orleans all the
That
time.
sucks. Don't they just drive like 5 to 10 miles per hour?
Where, in Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get drunk as fuck, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
How fun is Mardi Gras?
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. It's you know what the definition debauchery means?
Yeah. Well, no. But
I
I
mean-
know I've heard debauchery though.
It means like butt sex, group sex, like all this just like gnarly self-indulgent stuff is just debauchery. Yeah, it's just
It's like butt sex and group sex.
Debauchery sounds like malarkey.
If it's butt sex, come in. What's up?
He's all with the debauchery.
butt sex is happening during Mardi Gras, but not in the street. But it's just
It probably is happening on the streets.
Hey, you never know. I'm sure at least once. But it is.
I mean, have you seen Bourbon Street?
Yes, I'm.
That thing
from 45 minutes from there.
That thing is a whole butt sex street.
Half of it is a gay part of Bourbon.
Yeah, I remember I was just walking down it, and we were just ignoring like everybody because someone just wants to like con you for money.
Yeah,
he's a gay dude's that way. I'm just like, why? Like, why are you just saying that because we're walking that way, or are you just trying to like, I think the gay like section, like where the Rainbow area is at, Rainbow Street. I don't know.
I don't. It's not Rainbow Street, but it's a certain intersection of Bourbon Street, and then from then on is gay.
Yeah.
And yes, I've made that mistake. And they're just like, "What are you doing here?"
I hate just ending up in gay parts of town. It's the worst.
It's weird because I was never like drinking when I was always around Bourbon, but people like will try to sell you so much shit over there. And I was just trying to be the DD for my brother and let him have a good time. Like, come on, baby, get a drink. I was like, I'm not 21. Like, usually it's always the other way around. Like, I'm 21. Like, I'm trying to get some alcohol. But
no, they don't give a fuck. If you make it there, you're good for the most part.
Dude,
some places will card you, but the next place won't. I remember being on a balcony at Mardi Gras. Like, show us your tits. Fucking.
Did you show him your tits?
Chick fucking tit.
I thought you were doing it.
No, I was yelling off the balcony.
Oh, nice.
Like, huge, big ass titties.
Nice.
And we're like, yeah. And someone was like, that was a dude. I'm like, no, it wasn't. I'm like, no, yeah, that was a dude. I was like, no, it wasn't. And they're like, that's the gay part of Bourbon Street, right over that intersection. That person was walking from there to there. That was a dude. We're just like,
that was a little tranny.
Belay my last.
Dude, a lot of guys like fucking trannies.
There is a dude in golf that was into, what is the cards, the fortune teller cards?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Cards Against Humanity.
No, what are the fortune teller card people? What are those called? Those cards?
The tarot cards.
Tarot cards.
Yeah.
Tarot cards.
So we're BZOing before 410 and 400. It was like this range day and night. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm not paying attention. I'm just like eating ramen for the millionth time, trying to watch a video on my phone. I finally have service. And I go back to the safety Vic 5 feet away. And this dude's like, no, I was running CLS. And I hear this dude like talking about, it's like, well, this isn't, he's like doing it for a gunny and shit. And I could feel him. Like want to like approach me about it. But I think he felt me just like, and I had it. I was like, I was going to tell him, get that gay ass fucking witchcraft bullshit away from me. I don't believe in that. This dude fucks trannies. That's pretty much it. I
was waiting for a whole list.
Is this a Golf Cormorant or Golf Marine?
Boot. It's a boot.
Can you say his name into the mic?
No,
I don't know his name. But he was like doing these.
It's a boot Marine?
Yeah.
Oh,
he's doing like these tarot cards, and I was waiting for him to like come up to me. I was like, get the fuck away. Like, I don't give a fuck. I do not care. I don't believe in that. Even if I do, I think that's like.
Dude, that's just creepy, dude.
I think that's like demonic shit, and I don't play around.
Dude, those people are
so you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Or just Louisiana in general?
45 minutes away, the North Shore, Covington, Mandeville.
That voodoo.
Yeah. You're at Bell Chase?
Yeah.
That's where I processed twice to get in.
Yes. That place sucks.
It's like an hour away. I don't want to be stationed there.
That command sucks. Yeah, I would never recommend it.
It's like reservists mostly, right?
But like I said, it's all about the people.
Yeah, it's all about them homies.
Yeah.
Dude, people are super into like the dark witchcraft, fucking gothic, demonic shit.
Are you talking about like tarot cards or like?
Talk about like just that realm in general, dude. People
I don't fuck with it.
Like the gothic scene, or you
just like the demonic.
Do you like big titty goth girls?
That's Ahmed's thing.
I like women, so if they happen to be goth and big titty, like I would have no difference.
So what if she was like into that like tarot cards?
I wouldn't give a fuck.
And so she wanted to read your palm.
Yeah, I'd let her.
Fuck off.
So I had this girl ask me. This was like a couple years ago. She's like, hey, like I want you to bleed. I want me to bleed, and I want us to fuck like covered in like our blood.
Fuck off.
And I was like, dude,
you get the Valkyrie kit out.
Yeah.
Yo, so in my mind, I'm like, yo, that's like that's kind of hard. Like I don't know how I feel about that. And then she pulled a knife out, and she's like, yeah, like I'm gonna cut you, like you're gonna cut me. Yeah, and so, dude, this chick put a knife to my chest, and I was like, "Yo, I'm not
I don't
gonna
even
lie."
have hair yet.
I don't even have chest hair. I was like, "Girl, dude, knives are sharp."
Did you make mapper? Like I would have been like,
Yeah, dude.
break
So
the
I
wrist
wasn't-
and walk
I wasn't
away.
with the Marine
I
Corps.
would have done the wrist break, dude.
Dude, so I told her, I was like, "Hey, knives are sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Like knives."
I would
hurt."
probably agree with that.
Would've
knives
done
hurt.
the King Leonidas kick.
And she was like, "Yeah, knives are so sharp. Like you like that?" I was like, "Nah,
no.
knives are sharp, man. They kind of hurt."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm like in pain." Like,
She's like, I want to cut your
She
arm.
cut you?
yeah, dude, she like started to cut my chest.
have a
I was like,
scar?
Ow. No. I was like, "Ow, this hurts."
She was starting to cut your chest.
Yeah.
So it wasn't one clean gash.
No,
it was like
no,
she
no.
was like
Dude, she went slow as
cutting
fuck.
a steak or
She
something.
went slow as fuck. Yeah, I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" Like,
You know what that's
It's
a sign of?
butter knife.
You know what
it was
that's
like
a sign
switchblade,
of?
but-
Someone with issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I told her, I was like, I would love to have sex. Like,
And
you're
you let this
very attractive.
continue, correct?
No, dude,
All the
I
way
ended-
to the end? You
do I
share
know?
blood type with her?
No, I ended up calling my dad. I was like, "Yo, Dad, what do I do?" And he's
The
like,
lie detector determined that was also a lie.
"I'm serious." And my dad was like, "Dude, like knives hurt." And I was like, "Dude, I know, right? Like this shit hurts." And I like ended up getting out of there. But
After.
It's like, well,
No.
I had to bust a nut.
no,
Okay, you know.
dude, I was like, it fucking hurt. And I was like, "Dude, knives hurt." And I was
So
like,
that
she
was
are?
that was the Tinder chick that picked you up and borrowed your car?
no, that was
Oh.
different girl.
Sheet.
But yeah, knives are sharp. That's what I learned.
Yes.
And
yes.
like people are super into like demonic, gothic.
Here's
Like,
here's
all that
my
shit.
spiel on it. And I have and a lot of people from
Wait, do you believe in all that demonic stuff?
I don't know. No comment.
Would you do a Ouija board?
No, I'm kind of scared, dude.
no.
500,000.
Oh,
$500,000.
I'd fuck you right now for $500,000.
Well, I'm a demon killer, so no big deal.
Kill
But
bodies.
yeah, so like I'm vaguely religious. I have my foundation from where I'm from in Louisiana, Christian.
Voodoo.
I believe in God.
I
Don't
think
like
a,
that
a
stuff.
lot of it is real,
So
honestly.
when I was going through my hard time in Oregon,
So would you be mad if I made a voodoo doll of you?
Mm-hmm.
But I put
Mhm.
like good stuff on it, like he's getting pinned a second. Accidentally stab it into your body.
I don't know.
but-
I don't think I would because I think I'm strong enough. And I don't know, like
to repel the
I think
voodoo doll.
so. Jordan Peterson, you know who he is?
Yeah,
Great guy,
love him.
awesome.
So he talks about being like not superstitiously, but like defaulting on religion and Christianity.
I don't want to throw like names out there, or not like names, like titles out there. But I feel like he's like a meninist, like feminist, meninist.
Dude, I think he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, I
He
love
spits
listening
facts.
to him. Yeah,
He inspires a lot of people.
he's
He's great.
very serious about what
Him
he
and
talks
Andrew
about.
Tate, I love them both.
I don't know who that guy is.
I can't agree with you on the Andrew Tate.
You don't like Andrew Tate?
Yeah, I kind of
think
agree.
he's an
I mean, I
asshole.
don't know who he is.
Well,
to be honest.
okay. Well, let's start
I
with
think
why do you?
hold on. I want to go back to
sorry.
let's stay on track.
It's a knife.
So like I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I don't want to get into that. This is where I am. I don't like to preach.
I'm a pescatarian.
So with that, I don't actually believe the devil. Is it, the devil's trying to get me? I'm pretty sure old Latin translations is that devil actually translates to ego. So you're actually battling your ego. You're battling your
Inner demons.
Yeah, your inner demons, your id, your super ego, and your whatever ego.
So Satan translates to like non-conformity, like the opposite of like what everyone else.
Is it a translate? Like, where are you getting this information from?
Like that's like
Latin
I'm
language,
not saying Satan. I'm
Webster
talking about
dictionary.
the devil. And I think ego is
Like devil dog.
Shut the fuck up. Oh.
so, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. Maybe I would have to go to imright.com, but I'm pretty sure there's a translation of ego to mean devil, or devil means ego, and it's like you're battling your inner demons, right?
Yeah.
There's that.
I'm
When
friends
I
with
was
those
in a
guys.
very dark time in Oregon, which is why I lost my security clearance when I took LSD.
Is this why your podcast is named Security
Yeah,
Clearance?
I knew this was coming, that I was going to lose my clearance. I got it back. But when I got out of the Marine Corps, eventually 3 years later, I took 4 hits of acid and I lost my shit. And
How
then
do-
I moved to Oregon. And
You
I
gonna cut that out?
No. I moved to Oregon. I became isolated, which is the worst thing you can do for a human. That's why you go to isolation cells in prison. And it exacerbated it. I was taking a lot of edibles, and you can get psychosis from that. But like there was a lot of different times where it was like very demonic things happening.
Mm.
That's why I don't fuck with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you do it for $500,000.
No, I didn't say that. I said if you made
rewind the clip.
I said if you made a voodoo doll, I wouldn't be upset because I think I have a force field of the spirit.
$1 million.
Holy style. Nah.
Dude,
So
I would
that's
do
$10 million?
I'd do anything for $1
Ouija
million.
board?
I'm not fucking.
Dude, I would surf with that thing.
I'm not.
$10 million?
I'm not fucking a dude. I think you have to have morals at a certain
$1
point.
billion?
It's just like, how much for your kids, bro?
500. Total. Actually, BOGO. You know, you buy one.
I will give you $1,000 to take both my kids if it's like kosher.
if they can pay me child support.
Yeah,
Dude, think about $10 million.
I'm good. You know why?
I'd suck
serious.
dick for like
here's
a
another
year
thing.
for $10 million.
Here's another reason why.
Like,
I think I will have more than $10 million that I earned in the future.
if you invested
Times
$10 million
two, though.
right now,
What?
For the beach board.
Yeah.
yeah, but how much money? If you invested $10 million into Coca-Cola right now, just off dividends,
Mm-hmm.
you would make over 6 figures a year.
Yeah,
that's insane. I would like, who's dick? What's up? Like,
Actually, I don't think we even finished that topic about you and you finding a building with the drive-through. I don't think we finished that topic. I think we just jumped onto
Dude, that
another
was
topic.
like an hour ago.
Okay. It's
What time did we start this podcast?
we have 20 minutes left.
Damn.
Oh, we have. Oh, there's a timer.
Usually 3 hours is where I kind of tap out for.
We're at
everybody.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Does that thing actually play like radio noises and all that? Like,
Yeah, I can
boing.
program like farts into this. I just haven't figured.
Your
man.
old farts.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, what I was talking about the editing, like every time I go to edit because it's so far between podcasts, I have to relearn. And once I relearn it, it's like, oh, this is easy. But it takes like an hour or so to like, oh, I can program it this way, or I'll have to restart. I should have got my laptop the most terabytes I could have, which would have been like pretty expensive.
Yeah,
But
you got Apple too, right?
This is a Pro.
Yeah, that thing is not
But
cheap.
I should have got 8 terabytes, which would have been like 2,000 more or whatever, because I maxed out 2 terabytes on that already. I had to figure out what was going on,
Everything like in 4K or something.
delete it. Yeah,
Just reduce quality.
it was
480.
like 1080p is what this records in, and it would do like double backup, and so there'd be like 2 more videos in the background taking up space. I had to like do all this research on how to make the program not do that. And then you have to, how do I do a bleep? How do I do a black screen? How do I do this?
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I'll get to, Edgar said, and I'll just hit a fart button on the podcast. I'm going to do that. It's very easy for someone to call, though. I could hook it up very easily
to a phone.
to Bluetooth. If like one of
That's
our
cool.
homies called, and we could just like pipe them in. We'd all hear it in the headphones.
Yeah, it's
And we
like, do you
could-
want to be a millionaire? Just phoning a friend.
Yeah, phone a
pretty
friend.
rad.
We'll phone a friend next time.
So hold on, I'm curious. Why do you not like Andrew Tate?
I think he's bodacious. I think
What does that mean?
Ooh.
What does that mean for
he's
the world?
I feel like that word means like thick.
maybe I'm wrong, but I think he is overly arrogant in the fact that I don't believe he believes his own shit. I don't really. I
You
think
he's
he's
just a troll.
no.
There's a facade by all means.
Yeah, there's a facade. I
Yeah.
don't think
without a doubt.
because to me like that's not relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
And like you were saying to me and him that like, man, I feel like such a child when I come to your house. It's like, well, I'm married, I have kids, and also I want this.
Mm-hmm.
I want whiskey glasses.
I still feel like a kid, man.
I want a nice home. Now, you come in unexpected. Yeah, there's toys everywhere. The trash is full. Whatever. It's not always
Whatever, yeah.
perfect. But I want to be able to have a nice thing. I want, and I think that like starts to translate into like when you're able to getting a 1994 Toyota pickup as a project. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you start to, I have a toolbox. It's overflowing. I need another toolbox. How many tools do you have?
I have a tool bag.
Yeah, you just got it though.
I did just get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I
like-
know I told you this story.
So, but
But-
you didn't need that when you were single, didn't have a kid, and bouncing from barracks to barracks
Yeah.
on and off a boat.
Yeah, I did not.
You're living light.
Yeah.
I now have 2 little boys that need toys.
Mm-hmm.
I need cognitive development, and I want them to play with things. I have a backyard. I spent $700 putting grass in. Would you ever do that?
No, I don't need it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't want them to play in a dirt pit.
Mm-hmm.
I have a barbecue. I want to grill steaks. That is mainly my dinner off of that barbecue.
Damn, you just on the grill every day.
Yeah. I did carnivore for 3 months. Lost like 20 fucking pounds.
Well, so you think about Conor McGregor, right? Like if you look at his interviews before the fight versus interviews after the fight,
Yeah.
or like in any time aspect,
Bodacious. He's proud. He's arrogant.
He is so
thick.
loud.
Yeah.
Like so like extravagant, and like that's what gets the views. Like he's fucking doing the dance and the walk and the bullshit and fucking calling people pussies and whatever. And then he gets a bunch of money and a bunch of pay-per-views and whatever the fuck, right? And then after the fight, he's like, "Yeah, dude, I think this guy's a cool guy.
Yeah.
What's up?"
Yeah.
So I think that's what Andrew Tate does to an aspect.
So here's my two things with these social media personalities: Liver King and Andrew Tate. Everyone else I'm pretty much cool with, because I think I can meet them and they're not going to be dissimilar from what I'm seeing. Me, I'm not a social media star, but I would like to be. I'm not much different than what I'm saying into this microphone and how I have conversations with y'all in public. I don't buy what Andrew Tate is saying. I don't think he really lives his life that way. I don't think he calls women bitches and kicks them out once they quit cooking and all this stuff. And like, nah, I think that's a facade. And you're selling that to me. You have a website where you can mentor me to be that, but I don't think you really live that way. Same thing with the Liver King. You are jacked. Tell me the truth. I don't actually believe you got that physique through hard work and dedication only. No. I think he is a hardworking and dedicated, and buy my Liver King supplements. And that's all the Men's Health and the HQ. It's like, get abs like this with green tea tablets. And it's like, no.
He's on something.
Hard work and dedication went into that, plus testosterone.
Yes, he's on something, 100%.
That's why I don't agree with those people, because they're selling me something that's fake. It's working for them. I think those dudes have a lot of money now, but I don't want to sell anything fake. I don't want to be fake in any way. And I want to be completely honest with people if they meet me. That's just me.
Yeah. I mean, I think Andrew Tate and them, like, they put on, like, this facade for, like, the reviews.
Yeah.
And to, like, get, like, the attention and, like, to attract, like, the crowds and stuff. Because if he was, like, super cool and honest the whole time, I highly doubt he would have this much, like, publicity.
Conor McGregor, like, Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Mainly Jake Paul, right?
They're loud.
We tune in.
Like, bodacious.
Yeah.
We tune in
thick
to see them lose.
Yes.
A high majority of.
Yes.
Fuck that Jake Paul dude. It's not a real boxer. That dude's going to knock him out. Wins. Fuck Floyd Mayweather with his fucking money. That piece of shit. He's always talking. He's arrogant. No. Wins. Conor McGregor. He's fucking, he doesn't know where he came from. Whatever the fuck they say. Fuck him. He's in it. Wins. So, like,
entertainers.
Everybody's
they're entertainers.
Entertainers. We're
That's it.
tuning in with the hopes that we get to see that dude lose.
The bad guy.
But even if he does lose, he still has our money in his fucking pocket.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Jake Paul, talk as much shit as you want. He is an amateur fighter, or technically he might be pro. He has like $50 million.
Dude's stacked. And
people that have that fight record that he has this many amateur fights, don't have $50 million.
Nope.
He is a marketing genius.
He is.
He is aggravating people and doing all these things, so everyone tunes in like, oh, dude, he's going to... And then he beats fucking... what's his name?
Some dude.
Yeah.
Whoever he beat.
Silva.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, like, I was watching something of Andrew Tate, and I was like, dude, this guy's so loud and arrogant. Like, you want him to be like the bad dude. Right?
Yeah.
And then he, like, cuts the shit, and he's like, no, actually, like, dude, like, male suicides are at, like, an all-time high. Can we please talk about that? And then, which is 100% true.
Yeah.
Right? And then he gets, like, from arrogant to super defensive, gets that, like, attraction.
Yeah.
And then jumps to, like, okay, let's address, like, an actual issue now that everyone's watching.
Yeah, it's the catchy thumbnail on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, I blew my engine up on my fucking Z6 Corvette. And you're just like, oh, what? You're just like, all right, hey guys, check this out. This is the whole video. And then like part of it's like, I thought I was going to blow my shit up, but I fixed it. It was a wiring harness issue. And it's just like, I tuned in for 25 minutes to find out that that thumbnail was misleading.
Yeah.
But they got me. And now I think what they're doing is kind of cool or not. Or I'm just like, fuck that shit. But they got a view. They got my money.
They got your like, your attraction and your whatever.
Clickbait.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do like Andrew Tate. I like a lot of what he says. Sometimes I'm like,
I never watched him.
I
barely know who he is.
He's kind of successfully canceled, though.
Yeah. Dude, I used to watch it with my girlfriend all the
Mission
time.
failed successfully.
What's that?
Is that what you mean? Like mission failed successfully? You said he's successfully canceled?
Yeah, so he kind of got pushed out of social medias.
Yeah, he got blocked from like everything.
Joe Rogan was a failed cancellation failed. Like the media went after him. Pfizer.
Oh, because after they made that video?
The N-word video, yeah. Because he was talking about the vaccine and I don't actually disagree with it, but I didn't get it. And, COVID's actually healthier if you get it and survive than actually get the vaccine, which is all facts. Bill Gates, whoever the fuck that is, agreed. I don't know why he's commenting on scientific issues.
Because he's Bill Gates.
Yeah. He's like, actually, getting COVID is more successful than vaccine. And then, but they put together the video of him saying the N-word, trying to cancel him. He gained 20 million followers.
It's a lot of people.
Didn't work. Just keep his name out of your mouth, and that'll work.
Because wasn't it all just kind of taken out of context?
100%. There's a Richard Pryor album, and I actually won't say it because...
That's what's going to happen to us. They're going to see this video and just take everything out of context, just all the bad words.
They hate gay people.
The 101 people, yeah.
The one guy. The one dislike. He's going to shut us down.
I'll go fight him, dude. So, there's a Richard Pryor album called The N-Word.
Can you say that word?
I actually won't. And I've had this conversation with black people. And also, according to, don't say black people during a speech in college.
Nice.
Yeah. Apparently that didn't go well. But I've had this conversation. It is a word.
It is a word.
But I can't say it. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, but I could. I could very physically say it. What if I say it? I'm like, oh, we'd probably give you a pass. I'm like, but someone else? I'm like, well, it depends on how they say it. And then someone's like, nah, you don't get a pass. I'm like, so you have to fight me? Like, yeah, I'd fight you. I'm like, really? And it's like this whole thing.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's like you can't say the word the anymore. It's like, why? That's offensive. Because the race of people and this thing happened. And I understand. I'm not discrediting them or disvalidating them or something like that. I understand it's offensive, and I'm not saying in the context towards it's in rap songs.
Just cut the last 15 minutes out.
Right. It's thank you for
mid sentence, just like it just shuts off.
And it's a weird thing. I haven't figured it out yet.
It's super weird.
I haven't figured it out. Like,
or interesting.
Where's this thing that we truly can't say? And there's
You're looking for like the fine line.
I don't know what that is. I don't because it is a word. So can I sing a rap song with it in it? Can I read a book? Can I read what is it? To Kill a Mockingbird?
Or it's Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah, there we go.
Killing Mockingbird. I think that has a lot of black people in it too.
But
it says the F word. It was like the first book you can read in high school with the F word in it. And that was this big thing. Fuck yeah.
Speaking of the F word, I got in trouble in high school for saying fuck.
I went to a Christian school. We couldn't curse at all.
Yeah, and I literally told this teacher, I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
How is a Christian school? Do they just beat you with a paddle or something?
That's Catholic school.
Oh.
But anyways.
It's different.
I told this
They
teacher.
throw the Bible at you.
They like hit a ruler on your knuckles.
Oh, not the knuckles.
Yeah, that's the thing. Anyways, this teacher is like, yeah, like you can't say that. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Right. And she's like, well, no, like you can't say that in my class. This is my class. And I was like, so you decided that fuck was a bad word.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, no.
You know what it means?
I honestly don't know. What does it mean?
Fornication. It loosely means fornication under consent of king.
Oh.
Do you know what that means?
No idea.
It means...
Well, I know what fornication means, but not under consent of king.
Back in the day, when you got married...
Get permission.
No.
Oh, never mind. It sounded like that.
Now, I've done some research, and I was also told this in high school. Like, it does mean that, but it doesn't mean that. But it did have some origin from that. And it was back in the day when you would get married, the king had the option to fuck your wife.
That sucks.
Before you got to have sex.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
fuck that.
And like sometimes they say yeah, sometimes they say no, sometimes they say you could have sex with her. It was this weird like old thing.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But so
Dude was like, she's ugly.
That shit's
Pass.
hairy, man.
Pass.
Hell no. She's hot. He's like, hell yeah.
The dude, yeah.
Just two dudes.
Like,
Hell yeah.
No, we're not gonna do this whole 2-dude marriage thing anymore.
But I told this woman, I was like, dude, I don't really give a fuck if you don't like the word fuck, like who cares, right? And I was like, did you fucking decide that was a bad word? She's like, well, no. And I was like, cool. Who decided that was a bad word?
Yeah.
Society. Like what? Like when did we
Yes.
decide this was a
Society.
bad word? And she was like, you're being an asshole. And I was like, well, yeah. Like,
did she say that too?
I think she called me like a jerk or like a brat or something.
Was
a
it
bad
history
word.
class?
That's a bad word.
I forget what class this was.
Imagine
I
it
don't know.
was history class and he just like facts checks your ass. Like
That'd
at
have
age
been
600, if you actually studied, you,
Yeah.
you would have seen that society deemed this as a bad word.
But I was like, when did we decide this was wrong? Like
Yeah.
what's up? Like
That's a
who's-
sin,
What's
Joe.
up?
who's
you gonna fight him?
Yeah, I was like, who says I can't say fuck? Like, did you make that a rule, like a law? Like, it's not a fucking law. Fuck you.
Did
I
you?
was just like,
Just
being a
calls your
brat.
dad. Like,
Did
hey.
y'all come from religious backgrounds?
Yeah, my parents are missionaries.
I mean, I did go to
And
church. My
preachers.
dad wasn't religious, but my mom was. She would take us to church, but I was like, it's
So-
not for me.
Yeah. So the whole "don't take the Lord's name in vain," like, oh God damn it, things like that.
You got to bleep that out.
Yep.
My mom gets upset with that, and I was taking her to the airport. Someone cut me off at like the loading area of the airport. I'm like, God damn it! I'm like, sorry, mom.
Shit on a whole religion.
Yeah. Sorry, mom. She's like, yes, please don't say that. And or around me. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. But that's actually not.
But
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 don't say the Lord's name. It ain't. It's like, have you seen the movie Pi?
no.
Life of Pi?
No, pi. Just
No.
the symbol pi.
Creon.
It talks about the what is the Hebrew language, Judaism, about God's name. It's unknown, and it's a super long numerical because their letters and numbers are same.
3.14159.
When did this movie come out?
What?
So when did this movie come out?
90s. It's cool. It's black and white. It's weird.
Is it spelled like P-I-E?
No, spelled the symbol.
P-I?
Oh, like the
it's a
pi, so
symbol?
like 3.14.
Yeah,
That's cool.
But it had nothing to do with math.
it does.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, so Hebrew in their letters and numbers are the same. So like you can use them to spell or whatever and like kind of secret code type stuff. So it's God's not his real name. That's like English version, whatever. And then
What's
there's
his
like
real name?
Hosea, like all these different names for it.
You said
God.
Hebrew, right? Can they name their kids after God then? Or is that just like frowned upon?
They don't say Jesus, dude. There's no Jesus Sanchez.
Say Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus
they
Sanchez.
don't believe that.
Jesus.
But yeah, so it's like it's not really his proper name. It was some other thing that don't say it name in vain. But then it kind of gets associated with like don't curse and say God in the same sentence. But it's like okay, well, oh, you curse, that's a sin. It's like again, who decided
Yeah,
that?
who,
Damn,
Who the fuck told you that? Like,
fuck, damn, all these things. Why are those bad words?
yeah.
My feelings hurt.
Back it. No, but my parents would freak out if I said like God's name in vain.
Yeah, mine
Like
too.
they would like be like hurt, and I'm like, dude, what?
I couldn't say the big bad words, right? I couldn't
Yeah.
say fuck, shit. I couldn't say damn or ass.
It was more of a respect thing. I just never said it around them. Just like,
Yeah,
I still don't say it around them.
no, I don't either.
It's weird. Yeah.
It was especially my mom. My dad, he cursed in front of me once when someone cut him off in track. He was like, fucking motherfucker. And then he's like, I'm sorry, I cursed in front of you. I'm just like, that is an asshole. What are you talking about?
you just repeat it right after him.
Yeah, no, fuck, motherfucker. My mom has said shit very angrily at us before.
I love your facial expressions, by the way.
It's pretty accurate.
They're fucking sick.
But
Dude, you had a good mustache before you trimmed it.
it's because I was supposed to board. I am boarding. It's just I'm gonna get kicked out.
You're not gonna get kicked out.
I'm gonna get kicked out.
You're gonna be fucking chief, and you're gonna be like, look where I came from.
I wanted a waiver, but look at me now.
You already have the chief look. You just need the rank. You need
I'm
the
old
anchors.
enough.
Yeah.
I'm old enough
How old
to
are you
be
again?
34.
Not that old.
My gunny is 36.
Dude, I hate how all the other jobs promote a lot faster than us. The guy I went to boot camp with, already chief.
Infantry don't. Well, when I was in infantry, didn't. Now you're a 4-year sergeant if you re-enlist.
Yeah.
You think you can do recruiting duty?
Nope.
Dude, I want to be a RDC.
I think
That'd be cool.
When you put it back in, I'll put one in.
I think it would be cool for some like Marsoc ass motherfucking sniper killer to go be a drill instructor
Hell yeah.
and just like
So
DI
these
or
fucking
RDC?
pogues.
all the things plus the ribbons, and it's just like that dude's my DI.
Yeah,
He's
that
here
guy.
to train me.
That guy
is
kills
cool.
people.
I want to
Yeah.
be like him one day.
Yes.
Because I wanted to be like my drill instructors. One of them was tracks, and I thought was Sergeant Henderson. He was rad, dude. He treated us like shit. He's a cool guy. He got blowed up.
That didn't ask?
That's
not nice.
My RDC was an HM1, and he was like, dude, like he's talked like he was the hardest motherfucker.
Was he a big white
ever.
dude?
No, he was a little white guy.
Whole white guy.
He was a little white
Gotta
guy.
edit that out.
But he talked like he was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And then at the end of a boot camp, I was like, HM1, like respectfully, like who you with? So like I know where to go, so I can be like you. You know, like this dude was just such a badass. And he was like, oh, I was with medical logistics.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that dude, like, oh my, I had to go there. And I went to core school. And then I went to my first unit, my first command, Rota. And I was like, yeah, I got to go medical logistics next. And they're like, you're fucking gay. Fuck medical logistics. You're a faggot. And I was like, no, my RDC was there. And they were like, yeah, they like count pills.
He was a pogue.
He was a pogue, bitch. Like, didn't do shit.
Person other than grunt.
Dude,
It's actually a French word.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pogue.
It means like not infantry.
Oh.
It's not actually person other than grunt.
Yeah, I looked at his ribbon rack, like after, like when I was in FMTB, and I was like, wow, he was a pogue.
I have two things on that.
Oh my God.
One, I'm a bud stud. Show up to core school. I like don't go to PT. I
Nope.
do not. And the reason I quit going is because I went out. I stenciled with a bud stencil my gold and blue
Nice.
because I thought it was funny.
That
Like
is
someone
funny.
told me as like a joke. I had this twice happen in Marine Corps boot camp. I was like, dude, how do I stencil my underwear? Like, oh, just right on the crotch, just stamp it. I'm like, okay, sick. And they're just like, you wasted a pair of underwear. I was like, what? They're like, no, dude, it's on like the back waistband. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Damn it.
But I thought that was funny.
Damn it.
That
And so when I check into course, when I check into pre-buds, I'm like, how do I stencil my shit? And they're just like, okay, you're blue and gold, like stencil like bud style. I was like, oh, really? And they're like, nah, I'm just fucking with you. I was like, that's funny. I'm going to do it. So I did it in pre-buds. Never had to wear it until I show up to, and all I have is just like this one shirt. I'm like,
Nice.
fuck it, dude. I'm going to send it. And I actually did the SARC tryouts with it. And they're like, I'm like, yeah, how you know that? They're like, your shirt. I'm like, what an idiot.
Your name
And
tag's right there.
well, it was a joke the whole time, and my buddies were just like, dude, wear it. That's funny. I think I did have two there. That's funny. So wear it to PT. I'm in the back. I'm doing like jumping jacks. I'm not in cadence with everyone else. And they like start yelling at me. They see my name. They like start yelling. Oh, good. I fucking got you. Go to the middle. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? They're like, you're not in cadence. I'm like, okay. And so I just like double time. And I'm
Lord.
smoking everyone. And I'm just doing jumping jacks, and no one can keep up. And they're just like, they start yelling at me. I start yelling at them back. And it was, do y'all know who that
Oh,
is?
fuck. HM2.
And I'm yelling at this
Yeah.
motherfucker, and they just shut PT down and send everyone away while they deal with me. And it's like one other
You
instructor.
probably hooked it up for everybody there.
Kind of, I
Thank
did.
God.
Yeah, good for them. And like we're having a heated conversation. Like, dude, you get a fucking paycheck. You fucking. I was like, well, I don't get a fucking paycheck because I'm supposed to be a fucking E4, and this fucking shit is fucked. And I'm not supposed to be here. This is bullshit. I did 4 years in the fucking Marine Corps, and y'all treat me like a fucking boot, and I don't fucking appreciate this shit. And then I got you in my fucking face, and like it was bad. And they just
Who won?
Should have been like, do you guys have a car?
I won.
Yeah.
This is why.
They like I don't know, yeah,
Do
you
you
know.
have a car? No? All right, next one.
It cooled down. And that morning, I go to my instructors like, hey, I got
Need
into
a-
an argument with
It's a good catch.
one of the PT instructors because they're not in the schoolhouse. They're just like babysitters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, man, like we've heard some like not great things about you. You need to keep a low profile. Just like
Well, after that, you're just no low
stop-
profile anymore.
stop fucking up. And I was like, it was like exactly what I was thinking. I was like, it was pretty high profile right there. And, you know, things go on. he actually kind of, he talked to me. He's like, did you go to like PSD and like try and figure out your pay and your contract? I'm like, no, HM2, not yet. He's like, well, okay, well, you need to do that. And if you're getting fucked, that's wrong. Okay. I get in trouble for disabling the speaker in my room, the
Nice.
1MC, and it took out all the speakers. And with the DRB,
Low speed, high drag.
so I'm doing EMI, and I have to say the Sailor's Creed and clean some office, some admin office. And it was totally chill. But one time I check in, it's HM. He's like, you earned your Eagle Globe and Anchor. And me? And he pulls his camis back. He has a caduce. He's like, no, I earned this. And that means something. He like tries to give me some moto speech. He's like, I knew you would be here. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. And then he got busted down to E1, kicked out of the Navy for having sex with.
Oh, good heavens.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that doesn't mean too
He
much
recorded a student sucking his dick. Fuck you.
Yeah, that was a boot move. Not gonna lie.
I don't know, you dude.
Rookie shit.
That was a rookie move.
Boot,
Just get blown.
He was a dental tech.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
Exactly.
He was a dental tech the whole fucking time?
Yep. Dental tech.
No offense.
He
to
also
dental
lives
techs,
in the place
but-
I'm moving to, and I will swing on him. There's three people I'll swing on in the world who maybe stayed in or got out.
I don't know.
Fuck him. I'd fucking swing on him
I
too,
don't know who that is either.
and then fucking
Well, that's
Fact.
3 thumbs down, man.
3 dumps. Yeah. No,
Well,
dude, if y'all are watching this shit, fuck y'all, dude. Piece of shit.
Well, damn, they would have to like watch that whole thing. How much time do we have now?
It's actually 42 a day.
Oh, we're there.
It is
3
42 a
hours
day,
and
yeah.
42.
Yeah.
I'm
That
assuming
dude,
that's
that
getting cut out.
significantly.
It jumped up like it doubled.
So wait, why is it only 3 hours? Is that just
You lose, dude. You lose it at 3 hours. Like,
yeah?
people don't tune in anymore.
Oh, I mean, 3 hours is already a long time.
Yeah, but I pay for YouTube.
How are you gonna advertise this video?
I don't.
Like, with like the title,
Purple Heart Car Corman from Afghanistan.
Edgar and Joe.
Edgar and Joe, yeah. Edgar Garcia with senior line age of 3.
What? Yeah.
I'm Joe.
Yeah. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Smoke weed with your money, you know?
I'm gonna go eat one of those fucking TV dinners, dude.
I don't have a microwave.
You don't have a microwave?
Yeah,
Girl
man.
Wave.
No, you're
He's
lying.
a-
100% didn't come with the house. We don't believe in those, really.
Dude, he has a
Really?
grill. Come on, man.
Do you have a grill? I'll put that plastic tray on the grill.
Have some
dude. I'll
respect
cook
for
it
the
up.
man, dude.
Dude, damn.
I
I was
know.
like super excited.
My wife has to run errands. It's 5 o'clock and dark out. So she's going to be happy.
You're right.
You got jet boils.
I have a jet bowl.
I got a wag back.
Ooh. Sassy. So I brought these nuts.
These nuts?
Oh,
Right over there. Most expensive nut next to mine.
How'd y'all like it?
It's cool.
It's pretty good, man. So everything we're saying right now is not going to get incled in the podcast.
Yeah.
Does the end of it just kind of just get cut off like mid sentence? Or
No,
do you
once
find like
we
a good
once
pause?
we take the headphones off and like put it down. If y'all want to keep going, we can.
Yeah. Okay.
Chilling,
I
dude.
probably.
I told
I'm
my
already,
girlfriend
like,
to fuck
sobered
off
up.
tonight, so I got like plenty of time.
Good luck, man.
They will hike tomorrow.
I am gonna go on a hike with her tomorrow.
It's gonna be muddy.
Yeah,
Muddy waters.
dude, she pisses me off, dude.
go on the
She's like the
frozen
best,
tundra.
but oh my
She's the
God.
best. I think you need to work on phrasing, brother.
Yeah, you do. You're horrible.
She's awesome. She's so good.
She's great.
She's great.
You probably should have said that before you started
God.
like roasting her.
Damn, dude, she pisses me off sometimes, dude.
You ever floated in a float tank?
What?
Should go to a float tank.
What's that?
Like a septic tank?
Like
What's
an
a float
astronaut,
tank?
like an astronaut tank.
No, it's 800 pounds of salt in water,
That's
It's
a lot of salt. How
com-
much does that cost?
completely dark. You float in it. The water is the same water as body temperature, like 96 point something, right? And like, so you don't feel the water after a while. You float.
Oh, it's because how buoyant it is.
Yeah, you float, and it's completely dark and silent. You can
How do you-
hallucinate. You can fall asleep.
How do you breathe, dude?
What if I accidentally roll over? Like, you know, because I roll when I sleep.
What's the nat?
how do you breathe? Are you face down? Are you face up? Like,
That's where I
Face
snorkel
up.
when I sleep.
okay.
Kanye West, Kanye North, Kanye South.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
But I feel like that's every guy though. Like you you love your girl, like she's the best. But holy fuck, they.
Where
piss
do you
off.
buy all this salt in bulk?
I don't have it in my house, bro. It's
Costco.
like it's like a place you'll go to that has.
All right.
You have a float tank around
Like,
it?
that's a lot of salt.
Yeah, just look up either sensory deprivation tank or float tank.
That's pretty
And
cool.
if you live in San Diego, I know of one specifically.
What about
How much is it though?
It's like a massage, like $60 an hour.
That's not bad.
No happy ending.
You could probably jerk off in it if you want. There's
Yeah,
no
but
Asians.
you know how many
there.
other people probably jerk off on
It's
it
like a
then?
dark room. They just let you do your thing.
Yeah, so the one I went
They're
to.
probably
I
gonna do
will
cameras.
jerk off. I'll
You'll
fucking
finish,
finger blast
and then
my
you'll see like the
asshole.
blinking red light in the corner. And you're like, got your ass in 4K.
Yeah.
I'll be
Unless
just
they got PVS 14s.
I'm gonna
But
finger blast my asshole. They're gonna be like, whoa,
Whoa.
hey yo,
So they drain it every time.
whoa.
So yeah, to get like
Damn.
your, you lose skin follicles. It's a bath, right?
Oh.
So they drain it, put it through like a pool filter, all this stuff, and like refill it. The most recent one I went to, which was in San Diego, I walk into basically like a gym room. I lock the door, and it's like a bathroom, right? There's like a sink. I think there's like a bathroom in it if you want. No, there's not.
rag.
No, there's not. There's a bathroom. You can go use the bathroom outside. But
Rag bag.
you walk into the room. You lock the door so no one can come in and lock you in the thing.
Phantom Jacker.
You like take your clothes off. There's a robe and a towel and all this stuff. There's earplugs because you need earplugs. And then there's
All the
another
salt.
door inside, and you get in, and it's like you can put your arms out in it. It's nice and big. And you lay down, and no one can lock that door. There's no two handles, so you can like put a board through it or anything. And then, once your time is up, like a soft blue light and like
Just illuminate.
meditation, like whoa, thing starts to play, and like it's time to wake up.
Can we have like our own music playing, like a Bluetooth?
I would listen to death.
I wouldn't want to
metal,
listen to that.
Going fucking crazy.
Do you know
with
about
them.
all that, like
What?
vibrations and all that stuff? That's something I'm into as well.
I have
That doesn't
no
jive.
idea.
Vibration.
That doesn't jive
Like
with the Christian
Vibration
community.
I-
therapy or
yeah.
something.
Love listening to sad music
To make
just
yourself
thinking-
more sad?
and thinking dark thoughts, and you just get amped up.
I've been. That's where I am right now.
Yeah, you just think about like,
Listen to,
dark
like,
shit.
My
and you just go
Chemical
work
Romance
out.
or
I'm not
something?
gonna get my pen, dude. I can't read this.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna lose my child.
You
I'm gonna
listen
fuck my life
to,
up.
like PT music,
you just
man.
fucking going
motivate
around.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I am a warrior. This is my warrior song.
I listen to like
Steamroller.
Skrillex, dude.
Steamroller, baby.
Skrillex is kind
Just
of
go
good
fucking
sometimes.
crazy. I think about like,
Dubstep is dead, brother.
I think about like
Dubstep?
losing like my
Dubstep.
parents
Is
and
that
like,
what
my
you're
child.
talking about? Skrillex,
Okay.
right?
He's like techno dubstep. No, I think he's still relevant.
You know, he used to be like in an emo band, right?
Really?
Probably.
Sonny
He was
Monroe.
he was like one of two worst podcasts on Joe Rogan.
Wow.
I haven't watched it. I need
One
to
of
watch
two?
it.
Was he both of these? Just kind of redeemed
It was
himself on the other one?
Skrillex and someone else. It was like really bad.
Why were they so bad?
I think there was a lot of silence and like
Oh,
there was no give and take. Like, tell me about
that sucks.
eating a music.
I feel like you should have like questions like written down, like ready to like be like, yo, dude, like fucking you're blah blah blah. Let's start talking about blah blah blah.
Well, that's offensive.
Why?
What were my questions?
What are you talking about?
I didn't write questions.
I know
You
that's what I'm
could
saying.
have. You could, though.
Like
I
if,
could.
if I were gonna have Skrillex on board, I'd have some
Gunny
questions.
was saying he might come on.
Yo, I fucking love Gunny.
On, I would write
He's
questions.
fucking
Exactly, that's what I'm
awesome.
saying. Like you
Yeah.
should have questions and shit, you know.
Look, we're not like question worthy. We're not good enough for the questions, the interview questions.
We have great conversations anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're done.
Can you bleep that out?
Did you just fart, dude? All right, peace out, yo.
2-1.
Go and talk.